When will you sleep? It's already too late.
Syllabus for revision is too vast, and the time left for preparation can be calculated on the fingers. How will I cover up everything?
Don't worry, tomorrow we will talk to sir.
Okay. Sir, we want to ask something.
Yes, come in. Just tell me.
Sir, GATE exams are too close. How to cover up this much vast syllabus in the remaining time?
And ongoing college placements are adding extra headache.
Okay. Don't worry. Have a look at this handbook of IS Academy. This book contains topic-wise short notes, formulae and examples for each subject, which can be easily remembered. There is an additional benefit that this book also contains interview questions which are helpful for your placements.
Yes, we want something like this.
Sir, where this handbook is available?
This handbook is available in aceengineeringpublications.com, Amazon and Flipkart.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to ACE Academy.
Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, however may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determined for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all going to make ACE online platform as a part of your success story. ACE Online. Learn anywhere, anytime. Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, however may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determined for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all going to make ACE online platform as a part of your success story. ACE Online. Learn anywhere.
Hello everyone. I welcome you all for this live session. In this live session, we are going to discuss the answer keys along with the detailed solutions for those questions which are appeared in this examination of Karnataka Power Transmission Corporation Limited Assistant Engineer Examination for Civil Engineering Branch. This exam was held today. In this exam, there are totally 100 questions, and I'm going to show you the breakup also subject-wise. You can see these are the various technical subjects as well as the aptitude reasoning part along with the general studies subject. So we have the different subjects given different weightage. But one point I would like to remind you, my dear students, the weightage what you see here, it is not a fixed one. This varies from exam to exam of the same kind of exam. So this year, in this exam, this is the weightage. So suppose next year this exam is held, the weightage may change. So only to have some idea, to get some perspective about the exam, that's why I wanted to give this breakup. So as you see here, every subject is touched with some questions there. Maybe some are given more weightage, some are given less weightage, but you have to prepare almost all the subjects according to the examination standard. So you can see here, the building materials given 5 questions, then strength of materials given for 4 questions, surveying is around 7 questions, environmental engineering around 8 questions, Fluid mechanics plus open channel flow, totally 5 questions. Transportation engineering, you can see 4 questions. RCC, you can see good weightage relatively 8 questions, along with the precision concrete also. Then you can see construction project management along with the estimation and costing, good weightage relatively, that is around 7 marks. Hydrology, irrigation, 3 marks. Geotechnical engineering also given good weightage around 7 marks, 7 questions. Engineering mechanics, good weightage given, that is 4 questions. Steel structures, 5 questions. Analysis of structures, that is 8 questions, very good weightage this subject. And you see aptitude and then reasoning, 4 questions. And you have this general studies part, totally 21 questions. So totally you can see here 100 questions. So dear students, I have my colleague faculty team. For each subject, one faculty member will come up. He will display that question on the board and he gives the key along with the detailed solutions. So for each subject, we have one specific faculty member here. You can see, in case you have given the examination today, you can count your marks. In case you get good marks, it's well and good. In case you don't get expected marks, don't worry about this. You can always try next time. That's what you have to take in a positive manner. And one more, dear students, my request to you, those students who have given the examination today, if you are watching this live session, please type in the description of this live session the difficulty level that is experienced by you in the examination. I request you to give the rating from your side, how you felt this examination standard. Was it easy for you or moderate, otherwise tough? These 3 words, easy, moderate or tough. So please type in the description so that we can understand the level of difficulty of the examination from the perspective of the students community. And lastly, if you are not subscribed for our channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more and more this type of examination along with the key in future also. Thank you so much. Now I request my colleague faculty members one by one to come and take up the subject along with the explanations.
When will you sleep? It's already too late.
Syllabus for revision is too vast, and the time left for preparation can be calculated on the fingers. How will I cover up everything?
Don't worry, tomorrow we will talk to sir.
Okay. Sir, we want to ask something.
Yes, come in. Yes, tell me.
Sir, GATE exams are too close. How to cover up this much vast syllabus in the remaining time?
And ongoing college placements are adding extra headache.
Okay. Don't worry. Have a look at this handbook of IS Academy. This book contains topic-wise short notes, formulae and examples for each subject, which can be easily remembered. There is an additional benefit that this book also contains interview questions which are helpful for your placements.
Yes, we want something like this.
Sir, where this handbook is available?
This handbook is available in aceengineeringpublications.com, Amazon and Flipkart.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to ACE Academy.
When will you sleep? It's already too late.
Syllabus for revision is too vast, and the time left for preparation can be calculated on the fingers. How will I cover up everything?
Don't worry, tomorrow we will talk to sir.
Okay. Sir, we want to ask something.
Yes, come in. Yes, tell me.
Sir, GATE exams are too close. How to cover up this much vast syllabus in the remaining time?
And ongoing college placements are adding extra headache.
Okay. Don't worry. Have a look at this handbook of IS Academy. This book contains topic-wise short notes, formulae and examples for each subject, which can be easily remembered. There is an additional benefit that this book also contains interview questions which are helpful for your placements.
Yes, we want something like this.
Sir, where this handbook is available?
This handbook is available in aceengineeringpublications.com, Amazon and Flipkart.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to ACE Academy.
When will you sleep? It's already too late.
Syllabus for revision is too vast.
Hi everyone, here I'll discuss structural analysis subject solutions. Okay, right. So this is a question from moment distribution method. Okay, so direct question from class notes. Okay, but here there is a mistake here in the question. Distribution factor for members AB and AD, right? But if you see in this diagram, there is a no member AD. Okay, so this is the printing mistake. Now this is the member AC. It is not member AD, it is member AC. Right. So first we'll find the distribution factor for member AB, then we'll discuss for member AC. So what is the formula to find the distribution factor? So distribution factor for member AB equals to stiffness for member AB. Here first joint is A, right? Then total stiffness at joint A. Next, distribution factor for member AC. Then stiffness for member AC divided by, and first joint is A, right? Then total stiffness at joint A. First we have to find stiffness for member AB and AC. Then we'll get total stiffness at joint A. Right. Stiffness for member AB. So these are the standard formulas, right? If far end is fixed support, or far end is rigid joint, or far end is intermediate support, stiffness value equals to 4EI by L. Okay, so here member AB, so A is near end and B is far end. Right, here member AB, far end is rigid joint. If far end is rigid joint, then stiffness is 4EI by L. Right, now what is the length of member AB in this diagram? Length of member AB is given 4 meter. Then if I substitute L equals to 4 meter, then this is EI. Next, for member AC, we'll find the stiffness for member AC. Now member AC, I told first one is near end and second one is far end. Now here far end is C, right? Now this is rigid joint. If far end is rigid joint, stiffness equals to 4EI by L. So 4EI by L. Right. What is the length of member AC given? Length of member AC is given 2 meter. Moment of inertia given for all the members, it is constant. Okay. Now substitute length of member AC 2 meter. Okay. In place of L, substitute 2 meter. Then this is 2EI. Now we can get the total stiffness at joint A. In this diagram, at joint A, what the members are meeting? AC and AB. Then total stiffness AB plus AC. Now what is the stiffness for member AB we got? EI, then AC 2EI, then total is 3EI. Now substitute in this equation, then you'll get the distribution factor for member AB and AC. Right. Now here distribution factor for member AB. Okay, what is the stiffness for member AB we got? EI. What the total stiffness? 3EI. Then this is 1 by 3. Okay, distribution factor for member AB is 1 by 3. Similarly, distribution factor for member AC, stiffness for member AC is 2EI, then total is 3EI, then this is 2 by 3. Now this is the distribution factor. So here 1 by 3 value is 0.33 and 2 by 3 is 0.67. If you add these two, you have to get 1. Yes or no? At a joint, distribution factor always equals to 1. Okay, so what is the answer here? So for member AB we got 0.33 and for member AC 0.67. Okay, so first AB given, right? AB, yes, then option B is correct. Okay, Now we'll see next question. Right. In this question, he asking to find the zero force members. Okay, zero force members in the truss shown in figure. This is the question directly from class notes, and this question given in material also, question number 3 in your material. Okay, but only different is in that material here given hinged support, here given roller support. Just interchange the supports, that's it. Everything is same only. Okay, right. I given two shortcuts to find the force in the members. First shortcut for 3 members, second shortcut for 2 members. So first shortcut is at the pin joint, if the number of members are 2, out of if the number of members are 3, out of 3, 2 are in same line, then force in third member always 0. Now this is the first shortcut. Okay. Now first shortcut is sufficient to solve this question. Okay. Then I told we have to consider, we have to treat loads and reactions as a member only. Right. Now if you see your shortcut, at a joint B, number of members are meeting 3, right? Out of 3, these 2 are in same line, then force in third member is 0. Okay. Next, just remove the zero force member. But practically, we never remove the zero force member. Theoretically, we can do anything. Okay. Then theoretically, just remove the member BC. Now just assume there is no member BC. Now, after removing zero force member BC, now at joint C, how many members are meeting? 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Out of 3, these 2 are in same line, then force in third member is 0. Okay, right. Students, this is a roller support, right? For roller support, number of reactions are only 1, then here it is vertical reaction. Okay, now remove the zero force member. Now this reaction treat as a member. Okay, reaction treat as a member. Now tell me, at the roller support, after removing zero force member, how many members are meeting? 1, 2, 3. Out of 3, these 2 are in same line, then force in third member is 0. Okay, the first shortcut is sufficient to solve this question. Okay, so option B, C, C, D and D, then option C is correct. Okay, option C is correct. Right. Now we'll see next question. Right. So this is the question directly from class notes and material. Only different is in class notes I given this value is 20. Okay, these values are same given, right? In class notes, only in place of 50, in place of 20 given 50, that's it. Okay, right. In this question, he asking to find the moment at the fixed support. How to find the moment at the fixed support? We'll follow the Hardy cross concept. To follow the Hardy cross concept, simply remove overhanging portion first. Okay, so how to remove overhanging portion? So this is A and this is B. First, we have to find the moment at B. What is the moment at B? 50 into 2, force into perpendicular distance, right? Now this clockwise or anti-clockwise towards support B. This is clockwise, right? Then mark it clockwise movement. This is 50 into 2. Okay, students, I told if there is no external load on member, carryover movement is called final movement, right? Yes. Then if far end is fixed support, how much movement will carry over? Half of the movement will carry over same direction. Okay, so this half movement will carry over same direction. Same direction means if it is clockwise, here also clockwise. Okay, so this half movement, then this is 50 kilonewton meter. Okay, so what is the moment at the fixed support? It is 50 kilonewton meter. Will it develop sagging or hogging? So this will develop sagging bending moment. Okay, so which option is correct? Yes, this is a typing mistake. So this is not 52, it is 50. Okay, so option A is correct. Okay, right. Now we'll see next question. Right. For the continuous beam shown below, the total static indeterminacy is. He is asking to find the static indeterminacy. Okay, so for beams, directly static indeterminacy equals to R minus S, right? Directly for beams, but this is without internal hinges. But here there is a internal hinge given. Okay, there is a internal hinge. If the internal hinge is there, then we have to consider force releases also. Yes, force releases. Okay, first, is it general loading or purely vertical loading? Over this beam, he didn't give any load, right? If he won't give any load, then this is called general load. Okay, so for general load, we have to consider horizontal reaction and horizontal equilibrium equation also. When we have to neglect horizontal reaction and horizontal equilibrium equation, if the member is flat, subjected to purely vertical load, then neglect the horizontal reactions and horizontal equilibrium equation. Okay, so here this is the general load. For fixed support, number of reactions 3. Okay, for roller support 1, roller support 1, roller support 1. So total number of reactions are here 6. Then for general loading, equilibrium equations always 3 only, right? Here R is number of reactions, S is number of equilibrium equations. Okay, so for general loading always equilibrium equations are 3 only. Okay, then minus force releases. He given moment hinge, right? For moment hinge, force releases equals to M minus 1. Okay, where M is number of members meeting at this hinge. How many number of members are meeting at this hinge? 2. Then 2 minus 1, this is 1. So number of force releases equals to 1. Okay, then this is equals to 2. Okay, then option C is correct. Right. Next question. Right. The correct bending moment diagram for the middle column CD. Now this is the middle column CD of the frame shown below is. Actually this is a direct question. This is a engineering service question. Okay, directly copied. Right. Students, now we'll draw the free body diagram. Okay, so there is a UDL, here there is a UDL. Okay, so this is B and this is C and here it is E, this is D, A and F. Okay, students, if you analyze this frame, it will take minimum 10 minutes. But this is an objective question na. Okay, so we can't spend 10 minutes to solve this question. I given one shortcut here. Okay, what the shortcut? Look at it, students. So fixed end moments, here this is clockwise, right? Then here it is anti-clockwise. Students, to find the fixed end moments, initially we'll assume all supports are fixed, right? Okay, right. Now students, fixed beam subjected to UDL. What is the fixed end moment? Formula WL square by 12. Okay, then here same, assume all supports are fixed supports. Okay, then here fixed beam subjected to UDL.
Myself, Abhishek Kumar
Syllabus for
Sharma. I have
revision is
scored
too
All India
vast,
Rank 1
and
in
the time left for
UPSC
preparation can be
Engineering Services
calculated on the
Examination
fingers.
2021
How will I cover
Electrical
up
Engineering
everything?
Discipline. Now I
Don't
divide
worry,
my
tomorrow
preparation
we will talk
strategy
to
into
sir.
3 basic things.
Okay.
The first thing is that you have to complete your syllabus from a basic standard source.
Sir, we want
The
to
second
ask
thing is that
something.
you have to attempt previous year question.
Yes,
The
tell me.
third thing
Sir, GATE
aspirant
exams
has
are
to do
too
is to
close.
solve as
How
many
to
test
cover up
series as
this much
possible.
vast syllabus
I
in the
made
remaining
2
time?
to 3 pages short
And
notes of
ongoing
each and
college
every
placements
subject.
are
Now
adding
2 to 3
extra
pages short notes help in quick revision. If you
Don't
keep
worry.
working hard, you will definitely get success.
Right, students. So here, fixed end moment subjected to UDL. At C, this is clockwise WL square by 12 and this is anti-clockwise WL square by 12. Okay, now tell me, at a joint C, these moments are balancing or not? Yes or no? So clockwise WL square by 12, anti-clockwise WL square by 12. Then moments already balanced, right, at a joint C. Okay, then moment at C in member CD is 0 because moments already balanced at a joint C. Okay, then here it is fixed support na. If R end is fixed support, half of the moment will carry over. Okay, but this is 0 na. Yes, it is 0. Okay, student, this is the shortcut. But if you follow the moment distribution method, okay, and we can use the shortcut method of moment distribution also, even though it will take time. So you have to follow this shortcut, then you will get the force in member CD is 0. It means bending moment diagram, it is straight line. Okay, then option C is correct. Okay, now we'll see next question. Right. So this is the question from energy principle chapter. Okay, if you see your material or class notes, last 2 questions directly given here. Okay, only it change the values. Okay, concept is same only. I given 2 definition. Okay, last topic in energy principle chapter, that is Maxwell reciprocal theorem and Bette's theorem. Okay, you was asked 2 questions from Bette's theorem. Next question also based on Bette's theorem only, but that is direct question from material and class notes. Okay, right. Here, students, let me draw this diagram. So same beams, this is the simply supported beam, this is point A, this is point B, and this is the point C. Okay, this is A, B, and C. So here he given 500 kilonewton. Okay, a load of 500 kilonewton applied at point A as shown below produces a vertical deflection at B and C. Okay, vertical deflections at B and C given. Right. So at B given 10 mm. Okay, and at C given 15 mm. Okay, and what is the deflection at A when the loads of 100 kilonewton and 300 kilonewton are applied at point B and C? Okay, now there is a loads at point B and C. At B given 100 kilonewton, okay, and at C given this is 300 kilonewton. Simply asking what is the deflection at point A. Use Bette's theorem. Okay, what is Bette's theorem? Virtual work done by first loading but displacement caused due to second loading is equals to virtual work done by second loading but displacement caused due to first loading. Okay, right here virtual work done by first loading 500. What is the deflection at point A due to second loading? Delta A equals to, next, virtual work done by second loading. What is the deflection at point B due to first loading? This is 10. Okay, next, plus 300, and what is the deflection at C due to first loading? 15. Okay, then this is 10, 45, then delta A equals to 55 by 5, then this is 11 mm. Okay, then option C is correct. Okay, right. Now we'll see next question. Right. Students, this is a direct question, same, direct from class notes only. Okay, I given one note point also. 3-hinged parabolic arch shown below of span given L, subjected to a UDL of W per meter, the maximum bending moment in the arch is equals to. Students, I given one note point. If it is 3-hinged or 2-hinged parabolic arch subjected to UDL over the entire span, then bending moment is 0 everywhere in arch, right? Yes or no? Direct question. Okay, so here it is, option D is correct. He given 3-hinged parabolic arch and UDL over the entire span, then we'll get bending moment is 0 everywhere in arch. Okay, right. Now next question, same from energy principle chapter, and this is the question direct from material. Question number is 14 in your material. Okay, direct question. Right. For the cantilever beam shown below, delta 2 is the deflection at point X. Yes, this is the delta 2 due to W1. This is the load W1. And delta 1 is the deflection under Y. Now this is delta 1. Deflection under Y due to load W2. Now this is the load W2. Okay. The ratio of deflection delta 1 and delta 2. Students, I told if the loads are same, we will use Maxwell reciprocal theorem. But here loads are different. W1, W2 both are different, right? Now we can use Bette's theorem. Okay. Now using Bette's theorem, same question. So virtual work done by first loading. Okay. Virtual work done by first loading. What is the deflection at point Y due to second loading? Delta 1 equals to virtual work done by second loading W2. What is the deflection at point X due to first loading? Delta 2. So here he asking to find delta 1 by delta 2, right? So delta 1 by delta 2 equals to W2 by W1. Okay. So W2 by W1, then option B is correct. Okay. Right. Now these are the questions given in structural analysis. Total we got 8 questions. Okay. Now we'll see design of steel structure subject. Okay. Yes. So from this subject you will ask 5 questions, direct questions only. Right. Now we'll see first question. A truss system, the purlins are. Okay. Now this is a diagram I shown in classroom, right? Okay. So these are called purlins, right? Okay. These are called purlins. The purlins are support the roof covering material. Now this is the roofing covering material, nothing but sheeting. Okay. Then the purlins are placed from ridge point to eaves. Okay. Right. Now if you see options here, inclined members laid from ridge to eaves. Yes, then option A is correct. Okay. Right. And I'll show practical example. This is the purlin. Okay. Right. Then these are the codal provisions. Okay. Right. Select the incorrect statement. Maximum edge distance. Yes, maximum edge distance formula 12 times of x long, right? Here given x long equals to 1, then this is 12 times of t. Yes, this is correct, but he asking incorrect. Okay, this is correct. Next, for compression members, the maximum pitch of tag bolts should be 600 mm. Yes, for compression member, this is a codal provision, right? 600 mm. For tension member, it is 1000 mm. Okay, then this is also correct. The minimum pitch of bolts in case of compression, minimum pitch given, this is minimum pitch is 2.5 times of nominal dia of bolt, right? Okay, then C is incorrect. Okay, then option C. Right, next question. And the given grip length, I told if the grip length exceeds 5 times of D, then there is a reduction in the shear strength of bolt, then we have to reduce the design shear strength. Okay, right, next. So match the following with respect to steel structure, list 1 and list 2. Okay, so this is a question from welded connection. Students, structural member subjected to direct tension or compression. Okay, students, butt weld, what is the design force in butt weld? It is axial compression or axial tension. Okay, then one is butt weld, so 5, 1, 5, okay, 1, 5, then you can eliminate C and D. Okay, 1 is 5. Right, next, joining two surfaces approximately at right angles to each other. Okay, if you attach the two members on same plane, it is called butt weld. If you attach right angle, it is fillet weld. Then fillet weld is 3, right? Then this is 3, 5, second 3, right? Then option A is correct directly. Okay, right. The next question. So here, this is a direct question from class notes. Okay, the diameter of bolt is given 20 mm. Okay, this is the 20 mm. And what is the diameter of bolt hole? 20 plus 2, right? Clearance we have to consider 2 mm. Then this is 22 mm. Maximum number of bolts that can be accommodated in one row of a 140 mm wide flat. Okay, then students, this is the 140 mm width given. Okay, right. For example, I'll try to accommodate 2 bolts. Okay, then this is the minimum end or edge distance, and this is the minimum pitch, and this is the minimum end or edge distance. Okay, so we have minimum end or edge distance, codal provisions 1.5 times of diameter of bolt hole for machine cut. For hand cut, 1.7 times of diameter of bolt hole. In the question, it didn't mention is it machine cut or hand cut. If you won't mention, always will consider machine cut only. Then this is 1.5 times of diameter of bolt hole. Then 1.5 into 22. Then this is 33 mm. Okay, then what is the minimum pitch formula? Minimum pitch equals to 2.5 times of nominal dia of bolt. So what is the nominal dia of bolt given? It is 20, right? Then this is 50 mm. Okay, then students, this is 50, okay, and this is 33, and this is 33. Okay, then this total is 116 mm. Okay, then this is 116 greater than, sorry, it is less than 140, right? Okay, it is less than 140. Yes, we can accommodate 2 bolts. Okay, then try with 3 bolts. If I add one more bolt now, then pitch you will get plus 50, right? If it is plus 50, then it is more than 140 or not? Yes, so we can accommodate only 2 number of bolts. Okay, right. Next question, and this is the last question. This is the direct value. Okay, so limit state method of design in steel structure are based on, it is 2. Okay, so these are the questions given in design of steel structure. Okay, so I'll invite next faculty.
My name is Gaurav.
Syllabus for
I have
revision is
secured
too
All India
vast,
Rank 1
and the time
in
left for
822
preparation
in
can be
electrical
calculated
engineering.
on the fingers.
I was
How will I
enrolled in
cover up
ACE Academy
everything?
offline coaching.
Don't
The
worry,
ACE
tomorrow
Academy
we will
really
talk
helped
to
me
sir.
develop a strong
Okay.
basic required for GATE exam. I was also enrolled in ACE Academy online
Sir, we
test
want
series.
to ask
The
something.
questions in
Yes,
ACE
Kavi.
Academy online test series were very good
Yes, tell me.
and helped
Sir,
me
GATE
develop
exams
a
are
strong
too close.
temperament
How to
required for
cover
the
up
exam.
this much
My
vast
tips
syllabus
for
in the
the
remaining
future
time?
aspirants who are preparing
And
for
ongoing
GATE
college
exam will be
placements are
that
adding
you
extra
should have a very clear
Okay.
plan and strategy,
Don't
like how
worry.
you have to approach the exam, and also believe in yourself.
Have a look
and
at
do hard
this
work.
handbook of
because
ACE Academy.
if you have a very
This
good
book
plan,
contains
a
topic
clear
wise short
strategy, and
notes,
if you will work
formulae,
hard,
and
you will
examples
definitely
for
achieve your
each
goal.
subject,
Thank you.
which can be easily remembered. There is an additional benefit that this book also contains interview questions which are helpful for your placement.
Sir, where this handbook is
My name
available?
is Gaurav.
This handbook is
I have
available
secured
in
All India rank one in
aceengineeringpublications.com,
Gate 22 in electrical
Amazon
engineering.
and Flipkart.
I was enrolled in ACE
Thank you, sir.
Academy offline
Thanks
coaching.
to ACE
The ACE
Academy.
really helped me develop a required for GATE exam. I was also enrolled in ACE Academy online test series. The questions in ACE Academy online test series were very good and helped me develop a strong temperament required for the exam. My tips for the future aspirants who are preparing for GATE exam will be that you should have a very clear plan and strategy, like how you have to approach the exam, and also believe in yourself and do hard work, because if you have a very good plan and clear strategy, and if you will work hard, you will definitely achieve your goal. Thank you. My name is Gaurav Kumar. I have secured All India rank 1 in Gate 22 in electrical engineering. I was enrolled in ACE Academy offline coaching. The ACE Academy really helped me develop a strong basic required for GATE exam. I was also enrolled in ACE Academy online test series. The questions in ACE Academy online test series were very good and helped me develop a strong temperament required for the exam. My tips for the future aspirants who are preparing for GATE exam will be that you should have a very clear plan and strategy, like how you have to approach the exam, and also believe in yourself and do hard work, because if you have a very good plan and clear strategy, and if you will work hard, you will definitely achieve your goal. Thank you.
Hi students, good evening all of you. So let me introduce myself. I am Lankeshwar Rao. So first of all, we'll discuss about science and technology questions. Okay, so I'm GIS faculty. First of all, we should discuss about science and technology questions. So first one, question number 89. Recently inaugurated Parabolic is. Recently inaugurated Parabolic. Option A, supercomputer. Option B, nuclear plant. Option C, research center. Option D, study center. Of course, Parabolic is a supercomputer. Supercomputer. So under National Supercomputing Mission, NSM, actually this mission was initiated in the year of 2015. Actually this mission duration is 7 years. Okay, so especially by the year of 2022, so we should complete at least 70 plus fastest supercomputers. Of course, we have Param Sivai, Param Pranag, next Param Poral, at the same time Param Shakti, okay, next Param Siddhi. So these type of supercomputers. So India's fastest supercomputer is Param Siddhi. So these are all developed under National Supercomputing Mission, Param Poral. Especially present it is located in NIT. So NIT Tiruchinappalli. Okay, so present its speed is especially considered as 838 teraflops. 838 teraflops. Of course, tera means 10 power 12 calculations. 10 power 12 calculations per second. Okay, so flops generally abbreviated like this. So floating point operations per second. Okay, so floating point operations per second. It's completely utilized for research and analysis purpose. Okay, right. So here the answer is option A. Option A. Right. So next one, question number 95. So consider the following statements about INF treaty. INF. So INF stands for Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty. Intermediate Range Nuclear Force Treaty. So here if you consider the options, so it is an arms control treaty between US and Russia under which both agreed not to develop, produce, possess or deploy any ground-based ballistic and cruise missiles. Of course, it's absolutely correct. So actually this treaty was completely related in between US and Russia. Okay, US and Russia at the same time. Especially we should consider under this treaty. So there is no launch at the same time, no developing of any nuclear weapons in the range. So 500 to 5,500 kilometers, 500 to 5,500 kilometers around the regions of both Russia and US. Okay, actually US is having around 5,500 nuclear weapons. 5,500 nuclear weapons. Next one, if you consider Russia, it is having 6,000 nuclear weapons, approximately 6,000 nuclear weapons. So in this, both the hydrogen and atom bombs are also there. The world powerful hydrogen bomb, especially located in Russia, of course, its name is called as Tsar. Okay, name is called as Tsar. So, and its capability is considered as especially 50 megatons of TNT. 50 megatons TNT. So it is equal to 50 megatons TNT. So this treaty is completely in between US and Russia. Of course, option this one is correct. Next one. In 1991, this treaty was expanded to include Russia and successor states of former United States of Soviet Russia. Of course, this is also correct. Okay, so here both the 1 and 2 options are correct. So here the option is C. Option C is the correct answer. Next one, so this is about the treaty INF. So it was especially formed in the year of 1987 under US and Soviet Union. Okay, right. So under this treaty, there is no development of development or produce or deploy of any nuclear related at the same time missile attacks, especially in between 500 to 5,500 kilometers. Okay, right. So next one, current affairs. So in this, the first question, question number 76. So which of the following recently launched a small finance bank in India with the tagline a bank of smiles? A bank of smiles. So here option A. So Suryodhay Small Finance Bank. Next, Janalakshmi Small Finance Bank. Next one, so Utkarsh Small Finance Bank. Next one, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. Of course, the correct answer is especially option A. Okay, so Suryodhay Small Finance Bank. If you consider Suryodhay Small Finance Bank, here you may observe that. So a bank of smile. Here it is the tagline. Especially Bank of Smiles. Okay, so this branch was especially inaugurated in Mumbai. Inaugurated in Mumbai. Next, Janalakshmi Small Finance Bank. So if you observe the tagline, so Likho Apni Kahani. Right. So next one. So Utkarsh Small Finance Bank. So its tagline is considered like so Aapki Amid Ka Kata, right? So this is the tagline. Next one. So Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. So its tagline is considered like build a better life. Okay. So these are the remaining options, taglines. Okay, right. So next one, question number 78. So with the reference to Bitcoin, Bitcoins sometimes seen in the news, which of the following statement is or correct? Of course, first of all, Bitcoin is a virtual currency. So it's completely exhibited in internet oriented only. Okay, so it is not visible or not touchable like this. So it is this type of currency is considered as cryptocurrency. So this currency was introduced in the year of 2009. So here, if you observe the statement, so first one, so Bitcoins are tracked by central government, central bank of country. So it's absolutely wrong. So it is not having any regulating authority. Okay, right. So next one. So anyone with a Bitcoin address can send or receive Bitcoin from anyone else with a Bitcoin address. So it is absolutely correct. So option 2 was correct. So next one, online payments can be sent without either side knowing the identity of others. So it is also correct. So here only 2 and 3 options are correct. 2 and 3 options are considered as correct. So option B is the right answer. So if you consider Bitcoins or Ethereum at the same time Ripple, so these 3 are most popular cryptocurrencies. Of course, we know that. So Bitcoin initial value is less than 100 rupees, but now it crosses more than 20,000 US dollars, 20,000 US dollars. Okay, so there is no regulating authority, especially for these type of cryptocurrencies. So it has been introduced in the year of 2009. So there is no regulating authority, especially this type of cryptocurrency forms. Okay, right. So next one, recently launched project Aquarium is India's first. So question number 89. Recently launched project Aquarium is India's first. So option A, digital money bank. Next, digital water bank. Next, option C, water conservation scheme. Next, option D, so fisher conservation scheme. Okay, actually it's considered as a digital water bank. Of course, so this Aquarium project was initiated by government of Karnataka in the year of 2021. Okay, so especially it was launched in the year of 2021. So India's first digital water bank Aquarium launched in Karnataka. Yes, so the main aim is to provide better water management. Of course, this project was launched by Aquacraft Group. Next, it collects the different database which concerns to water related programs. Okay, suppose we can easily track the water pollution by using this database of water bank also. Next, to track some common developments challenges are also considered under Aquarium. Right. So actually in this planet we have 75% water, 75% marine water. So, but in this so we did not use at least 1% of drinking water. So, according to 2019 National Stress Water Ranking, so the most water stress faced country is Qatar. So India attains a 13th position in that list. Okay, so especially in India, mostly Jaipur, at the same time Indore, Thane, next Bangalore. So within 150 years, so ground level water completely consumed, especially in the region of Bangalore. So that is the situation. So we will face the type of major effect shortly. Okay, right. So next one, Russia invaded Ukraine on. So question number 90. So Russia invaded Ukraine on. So Russia attack on Ukraine, especially considered 24th February 2022. Next, 16th February 2022. Next one, 12th February 2022. 2nd February 2022. So here the correct option is option A. Actually, so if you consider Ukraine, okay, so it announced this statement like interested to joining in NATO, North Atlantic Treaty of Organization. Actually, it has around 28 European groups, next to 2 North American groups also, North American countries also, 28 European countries at the same time, 2 North American countries. So Ukraine is also interesting to join in NATO. So that's why Russia attack on this country. Especially we should we consider 24th February 2022. Okay, right. So option A is the correct answer. Next one. So general knowledge. So in this, the first one, question number 83. Dash is the first woman to officiate an umpire in a men's ODI cricket match, okay, one day international cricket match. Yes, so option A, Alessa Haley, next option B, so Claire Polasak, next option C, so Juzna Kapitova, next option D, Lori Lightfoot. So here, especially the correct answer is option B. Option B. So Claire Polasak, especially in the year of 2021, so the match is conducted in between India and Australia. Okay, so especially in Sydney. So first woman umpire for this match is considered as okay, so Claire Polasak. Claire Polasak. So option B is the correct answer. Next one, question number 91. The first state in the country to provide reservation for transgender community in government service is transgender. So here options are given Kerala, next option B Tamil Nadu, next Karnataka, next one Rajasthan. But the correct answer is Karnataka. Okay, so first time in India. So reservations especially for a transgender community was provided by government of Karnataka in the year of 2021. Okay, so around 1%. Okay, so 1% reservations are provided by government of Karnataka. Yes, so that's why here we should consider answer C is the correct one. Answer C is the correct one. Okay, so next one, question number 92. The year in which India's first hydroelectricity project was established in Karnataka was hydroelectricity project was established in Karnataka was option A. So 1901. Next option B 1902. Next option C 1903. Next option D 1904. So here, so we should consider, so 1902, option B is the right answer. Okay, so actually in 1902, so Sivasamudram, so which is located in Karnataka. Okay, so this Sivasamudram hydroelectric power plant was initiated especially in the year of 1902. Of course, we know that the world largest capacity which concerns to produce hydroelectricity is especially considered China. Okay, so China. So India attains fourth place. India attains fourth place to generate hydroelectricity capacity. Okay, right. So according to 2021 renewable energy report. Okay, right. So next, question number 93. Soil Day is celebrated in India on. Yes, so Soil Day. So here option A 5th September. Next option B 5th October. Next 5th November. Next 5th December. So 5th December is the right answer. Okay, option D is the right answer. Of course, every year, especially 5th December is considered as so World Soil Day. So 2021 theme is considered like this. So halt soil salinization. So boost soil productivity. Right. So this is the theme of 2021 World Soil Day. Right. So here the right option is the option D. Next one. Last question. Question number 94. Yellow revolution refers to the production of. Yes. So fruits. Actually, fruits is concerns to golden revolution. Next one, fish, especially fish productivity, enhancing of fish productivity is concerns to blue revolution. Okay, so blue revolution, right? Next, edible oils, seeds, especially concerns to yellow revolution. So the father of yellow revolution is considered as Sam Pitroda. Father of green revolution. Sorry, father of father of yellow revolution. Yellow revolution. Okay, so for father of a green revolution, we should consider Norman Borlaug. Suppose if you consider in India, MS Swaminathan. Next, so X it's concerns to silver revolution. Okay, yes, so X at the same time poultry. So poultry, these two fields are concerns to silver revolution. So here the option is, correct option is option C. Option C is the right answer. Okay, so this is the total content about general studies at the same GK at the same time current affairs, next science and technology. Our colleague will shortly join, right? Thank you.
Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, however may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determined for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all going to make ACE online platform as a part of your success story. ACE Online. Learn anywhere, anytime. Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, however may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determined for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all go into.
Right, good evening all. So I'll be dealing with estimation, costing and valuation and also construction project management. Okay, first question if we see, select the incorrect statement from the following. See, just check incorrect. Let's see one by one. Bricks are paid per 1,000. Yes, this is correct, but the question is incorrect statement. So this is not the option. Second, lime is paid per quintal. Yes, that is also correct, but it isn't. They ask for incorrect. Next we see, cement is paid per cubic meter. Cement is paid per cubic meter. Yes, cement is paid actually according to bag. One bag of cement costs so and so price. So this is the answer. Let us see this one also. Brick aggregates paid per cubic meter. Yes, this is also correct, but the option is the incorrect one, which is the option is D. If you see for the next one, due to change in price level, okay, change in price level, a revised estimate is prepared if the sanction estimate exceeds. Okay, if the sanction estimate exceeds how much in revised estimate is nothing but 5%. Okay, 5% of the sanction estimate, if it exceeds, then there is a revised estimate comes into the picture. Next one, if we see, select the excavation where measurements are made in square meters. Square meters. Just check the question. Square meters. Let's come one by one. Ordinary cuttings? No. Then we have trench work? No. Then we have third one, surface excavation up to 2 meters. That is also wrong. But the correct option is surface dressing up to 15 centimeters. Actually, in excavation we have firstly surface dressing, surface excavation and excavation over area, where surface excavation is excavated till 15 centimeters, a small scale size, okay, 15 centimeters depth. Next one if we see, if B is the width, just check, already number of times these questions were repeated once again. If B is the width of the formation, B is the width of the formation, D is the height, and of the embankment, side slopes S is to 1. He's asking just the area of the cross section. Area of the cross section. What is the area? Anything which you can observe is BD plus SD square, where B is the formation width, D is the depth, S is the slope, S is to 1. And I know again, D square is nothing but the depth. Next one, if you see, in construction management, we have 3 questions. Let us see one by one. Profitability index. Profitability index. Profitability index is nothing but net present value to capital cost. Okay. Net present value. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Sorry. Net present value to the capital cost, or else also called as investment, or else also called as capital value. Okay. This is the answer. Net present value to capital cost. Next question. The shortest possible time in PERT analysis. PERT. Okay. Program Evaluation Review Technique. Which is the one? Yes. Most optimistic time. Most optimistic time is considered, which is nothing but the shortest possible time in PERT. Got the point? Remaining all are wrong actually. So most optimistic time. So pessimistic time is for CPM, whereas most optimistic time is for PERT analysis. Right? If you see the next one, identify the wrong statement. Just check. See keenly. The critical path consumes minimum resources? No. Wrong statement, guys, not the correct one. This is correct actually, but this is not the option. Check the second one. A critical path has 0 float time. This is correct, but option is wrong. Critical path consumes maximum time. Maximum time. Yes, maximum time. And critical path is the longest path of the project. Is the longest path of the project. Wrong. Okay, the critical path consumes the maximum time. Fine. So these are the questions from estimation costing and construction project management. Our next faculty will lead the next subject. Thank you.
I am Nikhil Kumar Saha. I got AIR1 in Gate Mechanical 2022. I was enrolled in ACE online test series program. So test series, whether it would be subject wise, topic wise or full length test, it helped me to improve my numerical solving skills in all the domain of the subjects that are included in mechanical. It helped me to cope up with the new numerical type of problems which normally students face difficulty in solving in first go. So it helped me to cope up with this type of numericals, and also I got to know through different multiple choice questions, multiple select questions which are now in the Gate Mechanical they have introduced. So I got very good quality questions, so it helped me in preparation a lot.
When will you sleep? It's already too late.
Syllabus for revision is too vast, and the time left for preparation can be calculated on the fingers. How will I cover up everything?
Don't worry, tomorrow we will talk to sir.
Okay. Sir, we want to ask something.
Yes, come in. Just tell me.
Sir, GATE exams are too close. How to cover up this much vast syllabus in the remaining time?
And ongoing college placements are adding extra headache.
Okay. Don't worry. Have a look at this handbook of IS Academy. This book contains topic-wise short notes, formulae and examples for each subject which can be easily remembered. There is an additional benefit that this book also contains interview questions which are helpful for your placements.
Yes, we want something like this.
Sir, where this handbook is available?
This handbook is available in aceengineeringpublications.com, Amazon and Flipkart.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to ACE Academy.
Hello students, my name is Abdul Bari. Let us look at the questions from the subject of mechanics. The first question asked over here is a person sitting on a wheelchair tries to roll up a curb of height 100 mm. Height is 100 mm. The diameter of the wheel is 500 mm. The wheelchair together with the man weighs 2000 Newton. What force will he have to apply on the periphery of the wheel in order to basically lift himself up? Okay, that is understood over here. Now, if you observe this question can be converted into diagram, something like this. Let us say this is a wheelchair along with the person. You are having a step over here in the form of a curb. Let us say this is a step you are having over here. And this person is intending to apply a certain force over here in order to lift himself up. Fine. What force should he apply, he is saying, given that this height is equal to 100 mm, the diameter over here is equal to 500 mm. 500 mm. The diameter over here is equal to, one moment please. The diameter over here is equal to 500 mm. Let us see. Now I can do one thing over here. Let me take moment about this particular point equal to 0. When he is lifting himself up, this force F and the weight over here will balance off the moments. So what have I got? Force multiplied to the lever arm over here, 500 minus 100. So force multiplied to 500 minus 100 must be equal to W multiplied to. Now you see, the radius has to be equal to 250. If the radius is 250 and out of the radius I am removing 100, so I am having this vertical height over here of 150. If this is 150, this is 250, the distance over here has to be equal to 200 by Pythagoras theorem. So you can say W multiplied to 200. W multiplied to 200. So F is equal to how much? W is 2000 multiplied to 200 divided by 400. If you check this value, it comes out to be equal to 1000 Newton. So a person would have to apply a peripheral force of 1000 Newton in order to just lift himself up beyond this curve. Very simple question. This is coming from the chapter of equilibrium. Moving further to the next question, a very simple one. As a matter of fact, this happens to be an example we generally give in first chapter. The question says, a tripod carrying a load total situation survey instrument is an example of. Now you see, tripod is going to have 3 legs. And these 3 legs over here, they don't belong to the same plane. Therefore, tripod should belong to what? A non-coplanar system. Moreover, you're having a load over here. There are 4 loads over here in the form of 1 load and 3 legs. These are non-coplanar, but they're all concurrent. So therefore, the answer is supposed to be non-coplanar concurrent system of forces. Moving further to the next question. The question says a roller of diameter. Now this question is very similar to the first question asked. The question says a roller of diameter 600 mm and weighing 8660 Newton is to be pulled over the curb of 150 mm by a horizontal force P applied at top end of the roller. The magnitude of force required to start the roller over the curb is how much? As a matter of fact, the language of the question is also same. Over there also he has used the word curb. Here again he is using the word curb. So same diagram is repeating, only thing numbers are changing. This happens very rarely in one examination. You are having 2 questions of same sort. This time around you are having the diameter given as 600 mm. The step height is equal to 150 mm. 150 mm. The weight over here is 8660. 8660. This is the weight we are having. Okay. Again, if I take the moment about this point, let us say the force required to lift up is over here. So force multiplied to how much? You see, from here to here is 600 minus 150. So I'm having force multiplied to 600 minus 150 is 450 is equal to. W is 8660. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write 8660 as 10,000 root 3 by 2. Okay, there's a reason for this thing. You'll be seeing these numbers shall be cancelling off somehow. Multiplied to, what is the lever arm you're having over here? Now if you see, from here to here, let me use a different ink so as to make myself clear. From this point to this very point, the distance has to be equal to 300 radius minus 150. That is again 150. If this is 150, this is 300. This distance has to be equal to 150 root 3. This has to be 150 root 3. So the lever arm over here is 150 root 3. 150 root 3. So what have I got? I have got F over here is equal to root 3 times root 3 is equal to 3. So I'm having 3 followed by 10 power 4, let us say, multiplied to 150 divided by 2 times 450. 2 times 450. So I'm having 1s are, 3s are, 3 gone. So 10 power 4 divided by 2 is equal to how much? 5000. Now over here the key was to use that the value of 8660 is 10,000 root 3 divided by 2. If you would not use this and then you would end up multiplying 150 root 3 to this number, it would take a lot of time. Okay. So you're supposed to realize that whenever questions are coming in examinations where there is no calculator allowed, there would be some catch in the numbers. Okay. That eye for the numbers is very much required, especially in competitive examinations. Moving further to the next question. The question over here says, two like parallel forces, dead easy question. Two like parallel forces are acting at a distance of 24 meters apart and their resultant is equal to 220 kilonewton. Now first of all, like forces means the direction of forces is same. Furthermore, they are parallel forces. If the line of action of the resultant is 6 meters from any of the given forces, the magnitudes of two forces is how much? Now, I would expect you to eliminate the options in this case. Now you see, if two like forces are creating 20 kilonewton, the algebraic sum of both the forces must be 20. So this could be the answer, this would never be the answer, this would never be the answer, this could be the answer because 15 and 5, 20, 10 and 10, 20. These are not giving 20. Furthermore, if I am taking 10 and 10, if two 10 kilonewton forces are creating a resultant, the resultant should be exactly at the center, is it not? Whereas he is saying they are 24 meters apart and the force resultant is 6 meters from any one. So therefore this again is a wrong answer. This should give 12 rather. If this is the correct answer, it should give 12. So without calculation, you can say option is option A. Okay. Now this technique again is very important in competitive examinations. You have to eliminate the answers. So always the moment you read a question, don't straight away rush to solve it. First look at the options also. There's a good chance that without solving it, you can get the answer. Anyway, if you wish to solve it in a conventional way, I would not recommend it though. Let us say force F1 over here, force F2 over here. This distance happens to be 24 according to the given data. And the resultant is present over here. Let us say resultant over here is equal to 20. So how will we solve this thing? Let us take moment about this particular point by Varignon's theorem. So I can say summation of moment about point A has to be equal to moment of resultant about point A. That means moment about point A is equal to F2 multiplied to lever arm is 24 has to be equal to resultant is 20. If this is 6, this has to be equal to how much? 18. 20 multiplied to 18. From here you can find out the value of F2. F2 will come out to be equal to 15. So the answer is 15 and 5. Moving further. Those are the questions from mechanics. 4 questions have appeared. They were quite easy. 3 were from equilibrium and 1 force was from the concept of resultant. Now coming to fluid mechanics and hydraulic machinery. Question number 1 is from hydraulic machinery. Very simple question. Question says a turbine develops 1000 kilowatt under a head of 100 meter at a speed of 200 RPM. If same turbine, this you have to highlight. If same turbine works at a head of 81 meter, the speed of the turbine would be how much? Now, if a single turbine is working under 2 conditions, you will go for unit parameters. In this case, let us say unit speed. This unit speed is given by NU. If you remember the formula for NU, NU is equal to N upon root H. I can write over here N1 by root H1 has to be equal to N2 by root H2. N2 by root H2. So what have I got? N1 value is equal to how much over here? 200. 200 by root H1. H1 value over here is equal to 100 meter. So root H1 is 10. Has to be equal to N2 divided by H2 value he has given is equal to how much? 81 meter. Root 81 is equal to 9. So if you see, this is 20 times 9, which is equal to 180. 180 RPM is the correct answer over here. So the value of N2 is 180 RPM. Moving further. Now this question has appeared directly from a GATE exam. I'm forgetting the year though, but it is a question directly from GATE examination. Similar GATE examination question was present in civil paper. Very easy. The question says, two orifices of diameter 2 cm and 4 cm are discharged at a head of H1 and H2 below the free surface. Assuming the discharge from both orifices are same and assuming equal coefficient of discharge, the ratio of H1 and H2 will be equal to how much? Very easy question. Imagine you are having some reservoir. This is the interface you are having. Let us say you have chosen one orifice over here. You have chosen one orifice over here. Okay, two orifices. Logic says that if you are having both giving same discharge, this orifice should have a higher diameter, this orifice should have a lower diameter. This is logical actually. Anyway, let me consider this as over here 4 cm diameter orifice. For 4 cm he has taken H2 and this is 2 cm diameter orifice. This distance is equal to H1. Okay. Now what can we say? The discharge is same. He's saying the value of discharge has to be equal to coefficient of discharge multiplied to area is equal to pi by 4 d square multiplied to velocity. Velocity we know is equal to root over of 2gh. This is a formula for discharge we are having. Now since we are comparing two discharges, we can eliminate of the constants. What are the constants present over here? If you look, the constant present over here is, he is saying the coefficient is same for both of them. Pi by 4 of course is a constant, 2g again is a constant. So you are having over here d1 square root over of h1 has to be equal to d2 square root over of h2. Since he's asking us the value of h1 to h2, is it? Yes. h1 to h2 must be equal to, therefore, h1 to h2 must be equal to d2 upon d1 whole square, which is whole power 4. The value of d2 over here is 4, d1 over here is 2. So this ratio is 2. 2 power 4 over here is equal to 16. The answer is 16:1. Option again is option B. Answer is 16:1. Next question. Very easy question conceptually, but it will take some time to solve it in the examination without a calculator. So I'm sorry that this question will take some time now in solving. Anyway, the question says, a Venturi meter consisting of a converging portion followed by a throat portion of constant diameter and then gradually diverging portion is used to determine rate of flow in a pipe. The diameter at section 1 is 15 centimeter and section 2 is 10 centimeter. Find the discharge through the pipe when P1 minus P2 is equal to 20 kilopascal and the specific gravity of the oil is equal to 0.9. ठीक है. Direct formula based question. The question is discharge is equal to coefficient of discharge multiplied to pi by 4 d1 square d2 square upon root over of d1 power 4 minus d2 power 4 multiplied to root over of 2 times delta P by rho. This is the formula we are having. Since he has not given the value of coefficient of discharge, you are going to assume it is equal to 1. The values of diameter, d1 is given as, let us say 0.15 meter. I'll write it as 0.15 meter. d2 is equal to 0.1 meter. 0.1 meter. So I can write the value of Q is equal to pi by 4 0.15 square into 0.1 square whole divided by root over of 0.15 power 4 minus 0.1 power 4. This would take some time. Multiplied to root over of. Delta P over here is 20 kilopascal. Write in SI units. 2 into 20 kilopascal is 2 multiplied to 10 power 4 divided by. Since the value of S is equal to 0.9, density is equal to 900. If you do this entire calculation, you would get the value of Q is equal to 0.0544 meter cube per second. Now if he is asking us in the values of liter per second multiplied by 1000, the value should come out to be 54.4 liter, sorry 58 it was, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it is 58.4 liter per second. The answer is option D over here, 58.4 liter per second. Direct formula based question. Only thing, it would consume some time in the calculation. So these were the questions from mechanics and fluid mechanics 1. I hope you were able to do the questions. I invite the next faculty to take over from here. Thank you.
Hi everyone. From the general aptitude and reasoning, we are getting total 4 questions and very easy questions. Observe. First one. The price of 2 articles are 3:4. Okay. The price of 2 articles 3:4. If the price of the first article increased by 10% and that of the second one increased by only 4, the original remains the same. I mean ratio not changed. Okay, after increases also ratio not changed. The original price of the second article is, that is the problem. We have a number of ways, one of the way. Okay, suppose I can assume 3x and 4x. Let x is equal to 10. Let x is equal to 10. So 30 and 40. Okay, so it is increased by the 10%. So 33. It increased by the 4 only. Okay, it increased by the 4 only. That is 44. 11 threes, 11 fourths. So same ratio. Okay, same ratio. So 4x. That means what is the answer? Second number 40 is the answer, friends. This is one method. And the second method by using option method. Otherwise you can use the original method also, but answer should be same. Next one. Mr. Manohar age is 47 years old and Jeevan's age is 13 years. In how many years will be? I mean future. Okay, Manohar's age will be double the age of the Jeevan's age. So everybody has also increased. Manohar is also increased. Jeevan also increased. Everybody is also increased. So Manohar plus some x years. It is twice the 2 times of the Jeevan also increased same x. Jeevan also increased same x. So simplify. So Manohar 47 plus x. Jeevan, what is the Jeevan? 13 plus x. 47 plus x, 26 plus 2x. So x is equal to, what is the answer? X is equal to 21. I mean after 21 years, okay, after 21 years, Manohar is a double, okay, twice the 2 times of the Jeevan's age. Got it? So answer 21 years. After 21 years, Manohar age is double. Okay. Next, from the direction concept, a train runs 120 kilometers in the west direction. A train runs 120 kilometer west direction. Okay. 30 kilometers in the south direction. 30 kilometers south direction. Okay. And then 80 kilometers in the east, only 80. Okay, 80, east direction. Before reaching the station, in which direction is the station from the train's starting point? So compare with the train's starting point. This is the train starting point. From this, what is this direction? South west is the answer. Southwest is the answer, option A. Next, number series. Okay, so very easy and important concept also. So 36, 28, 24, 22. Easily you can identify 36 to 28, gap 8. Next gap 4. Next gap 2. I mean difference is decreased, half of the decreased, half decreased. Okay, half. Next one, so it become 21. So answer 21. Option C is the answer. Okay, only 4 questions, very easy questions. Okay, and next our colleague is continuing the next session.
My name is Gaurav Kumar. I have secured All India Rank 1 in GATE 22 in Electrical Engineering. I was enrolled in ACE Academy offline coaching. The ACE Academy really helped me develop a strong basic required for GATE exam. I was also enrolled in ACE Academy online test series. The questions in ACE Academy online test series were very good and helped me develop a strong temperament required for the exam. My tips for the future aspirants who are preparing for GATE exam will be that you should have a very clear plan and strategy, like how you have to approach the exam. And also believe in yourself and do hard work, because if you have a very good plan and clear strategy, and if you will work hard, you will definitely achieve your goal. Thank you. My name is Gaurav Kumar. I have secured All India Rank 1 in GATE 22 in Electrical Engineering. I was enrolled in ACE Academy offline coaching. The ACE Academy really helped me develop a strong basic required for GATE exam. I was also enrolled in ACE Academy online test series. The questions in ACE Academy online test series were very good and helped me develop a strong temperament required for the exam. My tips for the future aspirants who are preparing for GATE.
Thumbs up on sir. Hi friends, let us have the discussion on hydrology and irrigation subjects regarding KPTCL assistant engineers. See the first question. Simple theory question. The key word is here is false. Which statements are right, which statements are wrong, you have to see. The slope of the mass curve at any point is a measure of inflow rate at that time. We know how the mass inflow curve, here volume, here time. Slope is nothing but dy by dx, volume by time, nothing but discharge. So he says at any point is a measure of the inflow, so it is the right answer. Maximum departure between the demand line and mass curve represents storage capacity of the reservoir. There is a definition of the capacity of the reservoir. When I draw the mass inflow curve, it is called supply line and demand line for the powerhouse. Maximum gap between the supply line and demand line will give the reservoir capacity. That is the definition for reservoir capacity. So it is also correct answer. Third one, a demand line must intersect the mass curve. If the supply line, demand line will not intersect, what will happen? The required refilling will not be possible. Intersect the mass curve when extended forward, otherwise reservoir is not going to refill. It is also correct answer. The last option, D option, is the right option. Option is right, statement is false. What is that? Vertical distance between the tangents drawn trough and crest is not trough and crest, between two consecutive troughs. Correct answer must be between two consecutive troughs. So my dear friends, he said, pick out the false statement. D is the false statement. The correct statement for that is between two consecutive troughs. Next question. A very simple problem. 4-hour storm on a catchment produces a peak runoff of 250 cubic. Q peak of flood hydrograph is 250. From the peak from the peak value of the flood hydrograph, if I subtract the base flow, I will get for DRH minus base flow 10, I will get a 240 cubic is peak value of direct runoff hydrograph. Now we have to calculate R value, direct runoff depth. How much is the rainfall? During the period of the rainfall, 5 centimeter is the rainfall depth. Infiltration is 1 centimeter. I know the formula for R, P minus E, basic hydrologic cycle equation. Rainfall 5, loss 1. So R value is 4 centimeter. If I divide the Q peak of DRH with R value, I will get Q peak of unit hydrograph. Dear friends, Q peak of unit hydrograph is equal to Q peak of DRH divided by capital R. 240 divided by 4. 60 cubic is the right option. Option A. I hope I have done correctly. Only two principles here. From the flood hydrograph, if you subtract the base flow, you will get direct runoff hydrograph. Each and every ordinate of DRH, if you divide with the direct runoff depth, you will get the peak value of 4-hour unit hydrograph. Two formulas, you can solve the problem easily. Most important and commonly and frequently asked concept, that is about hydrographs. One question only from our irrigation. Crop requires total depth of 92 centimeters, base period 120 days. What is the duty of water? Delta is given in centimeters. 864 B by delta. 864 into base period is 120. Delta value 92 centimeters. If you simplify, you will get 1126.9 hectare per cubic. 1127 is the right option. Here calculation you have to see simply 30 into 4, 30 into 3. 3 will give you approximately 75 times. You are going to get this value very nearly. With easy calculation, we can get the answer. I hope you answered all 3 questions well. Good luck. Expecting good results from you. Next, eminent faculty will come and take the next subject. Good luck.
Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, however may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determined for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all going to make ACE online platform as a part of your success story. ACE Online. Learn anywhere, anytime. Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, however may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determined for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all going to make ACE online platform as a part of your success story. ACE Online. Learn anywhere, anytime.
Dear students, This is Somashekar, RCC faculty in ACE Engineering Academy. Let us see the questions from reinforced cement concrete as well as from pre-stressed concrete, RCC and PSC. See the first question. The minimum characteristic strength of pre-tensioned and post-tensioned beams in megapascal as per IS 1343 2012 R. Yesterday also we have discussed one question came in JE from the same codal provision, right? Here it is a pre-tensioned and post-tensioned. For pre-tensioned, minimum grade of concrete used M40. For post-tensioned, we use minimum grade of concrete is M30. Let us take FCK for M40 grade concrete is a 40 megapascal, and for M30 grade concrete FCK value will be 30 megapascal, right, which is from IS 1343 code direct one. 40 and 30 megapascal, option B is correct. Then move to the next question. Using the stress block of IS 1343 2012, the ultimate moment of resistance is obtained as options given A, B, C, D. Here you can use elimination technique. Moment of resistance equals to internal force into perpendicular distance, right? That is perpendicular distance be the lever arm. If you observe option C, here simply given 0.42 XU. Actually the lever arm is D minus 0.42 XU. Here option C is wrong because lever arm they have given that simply 0.42 XU. Actual formula is D minus 0.42 XU. So option C is wrong. As option C is wrong, if you read option D, any one of A, B or C is correct. Here C is wrong, that's why option D is wrong. Coming to the option B and option A, here it is related to the pre-stressed concrete, IS 1343. Here given AST, area of tension steel, but we are going to use pre-stressing steel. So FPB is the stress in pre-stressing steel and APS is the area of pre-stressing steel. Stress into area gives the force into lever arm will give the moment of resistance. It is wrong, it is correct. Okay, then move to the next question. A post-tensioned simply supported beam of span 8 meters, span given 8 meters, provided with a curved cable of area 800 mm square with a slope of 1 in 20. At each end is initially stressed to 1200 megapascal. Young's modulus of elasticity of steel is 210 gigapascal. The loss due to slip of 2 mm at the jacking end during the anchorage is, simply telling they are asking what is the loss of stress due to anchorage slip. My dear, it is a famous question for state exams. Loss of stress can be determined due to anchorage slip is delta upon L. Delta is the anchorage slip, L be the length. My dear, delta upon L will give the strain. We want the stress. Simply multiply with the E value, you will get the stress. Which stress is it? Loss of stress. Take here delta given 2 mm upon length given 8 meters. You can take it, it is 8000 mm into ES, it is given 210 gigapascal. Let us write in megapascal. Given that in gigapascal, but you need to write in megapascal because we need answer in megapascal. Here we are substituting everything in mm, so you can substitute here in gigapascal. After simplification, you may get the answer 52.5 megapascal. Option A is correct. Let us move to the next question. High grade of concrete is required in PSC for controlling. My dear, higher grade concrete is required to reduce the creep, to reduce the shrinkage, even to reduce the deflection,
Even elastic shortening of concrete also will be less. In elastic shortening of concrete, my dear, we are going to use the EC value, right? M loss of stress is equals to, due to elastic shortening, M into FC, where M equals to ES upon EC, where EC be the 5000 root FCK. Higher grade concrete means FCK value will be higher. As FCK higher, EC higher. As EC higher, then definitely this value will be lesser. So obviously D is less. All are correct, but the best option, main reason to select the higher grade concrete is to get the low creep. Yes, option C is correct. Okay, best option among the given options is option C. Next question. The following two statements are made with reference to a simply supported under reinforced RCC beam. There are two statements given. Statement 1, failure takes place by crushing of concrete before steel has yielded. Second statement given, the neutral axis moves up as load is increased. My dear, clearly mentioned that it is under reinforced RCC beam. In under reinforced section, steel is less. As steel is less, my dear, steel is going to fail first. Okay, because strain in steel reached to its yield point first. So we can consider steel is going to fail first. Here in statement 1 given, failure takes place by crushing of concrete before steel has yielded. That's wrong. In under reinforced section, first steel has yielded, thereafter concrete will be failed. So statement 1 is false. If you check the options here, 1 is false, option A. 2 is true. We don't know. Both the statements are true. This is wrong. Then 1 is true. My dear, 1 is true. Wrong. Option D. Both the statements are false. My dear, we don't know. We cannot pick up the option directly now because they have mentioned that both the statements are false. Until we are reading the statement 2, we don't know whether D is right or wrong. Now check the statement 2. The neutral axis moves up as load is increased. My dear, it is XU value will neutral axis moves up. Neutral axis moves up means what? Listen, this is the strain diagram. In under reinforced section, as the area of steel is less, strain in steel moves at faster rate, but the strain in concrete moves slowly. Say strain in concrete moves little bit, but the strain in steel moves slightly higher. Now join these two strains. Join these two strains. Further, if you increase the load, my dear, strain will be increased less in concrete, but in steel increased more. Then join now. I hope you will understand. Previously here, the neutral axis you are getting, now you are getting the neutral axis position will be here. It is not drawn as per scale. You can try. It is 1 centimeter, it is 2 centimeter. It is 2 centimeter, it is 4 centimeter. Then you can join. You will come to know that the neutral axis is shifting upward. Okay. If it is under reinforced section, if it is over reinforced section, neutral axis shifting downward. If it is a balanced section, neutral axis will not neither shift upward nor shift downward. Anyway, given question is under reinforced section. My dear, statement 2 is true, 1 is false. Here 1 is false, 2 is true. Option A is correct, D is wrong. Okay, na? Then move to next question. Footing for two columns, one carrying 800 kilonewton and other 1200 kilonewton are spaced at 3 meters center to center. SBC of soil is 200 kilonewton per meter square. The width of the footing is restricted to 2 meters due to site condition. My dear, this line is sufficient to pick up the option. Just by looking the numbers, don't get fear. Whenever width of footing is restricted, we have to choose a rectangular combined footing. Whenever length is restricted, we have to choose a trapezoidal combined footing. Okay, here among the given options, my dear, rectangular footing is the most suitable one, right? Coming to the next question. Limiting moment of resistance, MU limit of an RC rectangular section with the following data. Width is 300 mm, effective depth is 545 mm, FCK my dear, given 20 megapascal, Fi given 415 megapascal. Anyway, they have not mentioned in the question use working stress method or limit state method, but here the notation given MU limit, this notation we can use in RCC, that too for balanced section. Here the word limiting indicates that balanced section. For balanced section, moment of resistance we can find either with respect to compressive force or with respect to tensile force. But here area of steel is not given, so not possible to find with respect to tensile force. Now we have to find with respect to compressive force only. Given grade of steel is Fe415. For Fe415 grade steel, the limiting moment of resistance is 0.138 FCK BD square. It is Fe415. That is 0.138 FCK value given 20 megapascal. B given in the question 300 into D value given 545 mm. My dear, 545 square. Here it is difficult to solve without a calculator. My dear, these are called time waste questions. Easy, simple to substitute the values, but the simplification will take more and more time. It doesn't mean that we cannot solve. We can, but it takes more time. This type of questions, my dear, in competitive exams, I suggest to pick up at the end, not in the beginning, right? Okay, anyway, answer after simplification, you may get 246 kilonewton meter. Suppose here the difference is given, for example. Okay, suppose if difference is given too much, yes, by considering this value 550 or by considering this value 500 or 600, my dear, nearer to this value we can consider and we can simplify it. But here the two options are given very closely, so difficult to, my dear, get without using calci, right? Anyway, option B is correct for the given data. Next question. For a rectangular beam of dimensions 300 mm by 600 mm, size of the beam given, my dear, 300 by 600 mm with effective cover of 55 mm. FCK given 25 megapascal. Fi given 415 megapascal. Right, yes, it is type 2 times, don't worry. Maximum spacing of two-legged 8 mm diameter stirrup as per class 26.5.1.6 of IS 456-2000. My dear, you don't remember the class, not a problem. But we know one point, that is maximum spacing for a shear reinforcement in any case not more than 0.75D or 300 mm. Right? Don't remember any formula here. Here 0.75 times D or 300 mm, whichever is smaller. Whichever is smaller. If I observe the options, all here given average of A and B. Here given that data is insufficient to calculate. My dear, if you try this one, D is 600 minus 55. You may get 545. I can take in worst case 500. 0.75 means 3 by 4. 3 by 4 into 500. How much you will get? 4 ones are, 4 ones are, 4 twos are, 4 fives are. That means this value will be 375 mm. I have considered just 500 only. If I consider 545, this value will be coming still higher. But maximum spacing, in any case, we can provide 300 mm. Among the given options, given only one, that is 300 mm. All options are not at all, my dear, relevant options. So B is the correct one. Next one. My dear, there are 8 questions from RCC. I think one question will be a bit lengthy. Rest of the questions are easily solved. Okay. Coming to the next one, building materials. The process of building new construction underneath an existing structure without disturbing the stability of system is called? My dear, existing structure without disturbing stability. My dear, this is called underpinning. Direct definition only for underpinning. You can go for a repair, my dear, of an existing structure without disturbing the stability. It is option D. Next question. A concrete having slump of 65 mm is said to be dash, plastic, dry, semi-plastic. Slump value given is observed. My dear, very low, low, medium, high, very high. Slump test is not suitable for very low and very high workability of concrete. For very low, it is a 25 to, my dear, 75 mm. For medium, it is two values given actually, 50 to 100 mm. And another value is 75 to 100 mm. It is for special case for pumped concrete. Then high, 100 to 150 mm. Our value given here, 65 mm. Right, here, my dear, it is matching. Even in medium also it is matching. Better if you take it, my dear, under medium. Medium comes under plastic state. Option A is correct. Okay, na? Right. Next question. Consider the following statements. Specific surface of cement is determined by air permeability method. Yes, we can find out the specific surface of cement by air permeability method. One is true. Second statement, Leach-Atelier method is used to determine the soundness of cement. Yes, correct. 2 is correct. Third one, the total insoluble residue in cement should be less than 1.5. No. Actually, for 33 grade cement, it is 4%. For 43 and 53, it is a 4%. And for 33, it is a 5%. Insoluble residue will be 5% for 33 grade cement as per IS 269 code, right? Whereas as per IS 8112 code, my dear, it is 4% for 43 as well as for a 53 grade cement. So here given 1.5%, so 3 is wrong. Option 1 and 2 are correct. Option A is correct. Then move to next question. If the depth of moist sand in a cylinder is 150 mm, it is a moist sand, 150 mm, okay? And the depth of sand when fully inundated means dry, in dry condition, it is 120 mm. The bulking of moist sand is, my dear, you can find out the bulking of moist sand like this. It is in wet state, it is in dry state. The difference of these two with respect to dry state, express in percentage. How much you will get? 150 minus 120, 30 by 120 into 100, 0, 0, 3 ones are, 3 fours are, 4 ones are, 4 25s are, 25. Option B is correct. Option B is correct. Next one, if X, Y and Z are the fineness moduli of coarse, fine and combined aggregates, the percentage P of the aggregate to combined aggregate is. It is also, my dear, a repeated question in Karnataka state exams. If you check it, my dear, previous year question papers, you will come to know that it is a direct formula. My dear, it is percentage can be expressed X minus Z upon Z minus Y into 100. Okay. Option A is correct. Yes, I hope you will answer to all these questions, right? From building materials, you don't find the difficulty question, right? All are straightforward questions only. Then next, other subject faculty members will continue the session. Thank you.
My name is Karthikeya Kaushik and I have secured All India Rank 1 in UPSC Engineering Services Examination 2021 from Civil Engineering discipline. For prelims preparation, I took online test series from ACE online platform and used to regularly solve their subject-wise test and full-length test. Then for mains preparation, I solved question banks which were given to me as a part of mains postal program from ACE Online. And then last but not the least, for interview preparation, I followed the interview guidance material which was given to me as a part of ACE Online's interview guidance program. Thank you.
Myself Abhishek Kumar Sharma. I have scored All India Rank 1 UPSC Engineering Services Examination 2021 in Electrical Engineering discipline. Now I divide my preparation strategy into three basic things. The first thing is that you have to complete your syllabus from a basic standard source. The second thing is that you have to attempt previous year question. The third thing aspirant has to do is to solve as many test series as possible. I made 2 to 3 pages short notes of each and every subject. Now 2 to 3 pages short notes help in quick revision. If you keep working hard, you will definitely get success in this examination. This is what I followed, and I wish all the best for all the future aspirants. Thank you.
For interview preparation, I followed the interview guidance material which was given to me as a part of ACE Online.
Hello students. Let us discuss again about the general studies session. As you know that in our examination also out of 100 questions and 21 questions from the general studies only. So I am telling to the students who are going to write the examination in the future, and please remember that out of 100 questions, 21 questions come from general studies. So please give more and more importance to general studies. Clear? So let us discuss, because already our faculty member discussed the current affairs and general knowledge and science and technology. So I am going to discuss the geography, polity, economy and history. Let us start with geography. There is only one question. This question can be a general question or a geography question, because the question is based on Forest Act. Clear? Okay. If you read the question, which of the following is not? First you have to identify that true or false, not, including the key amendments to the Indian Forest Act 1927. See, the question is not asking about act, it is asking about key amendments to the Indian Forest Act. Because let me tell you background first. So 1865 onwards, the British government introduced this Forest Act. So because as you know that the British introduced railways, for that purpose they need timber, for that purpose they need to clear the forest. So for that purpose they introduced Forest Act, which is initially 1865, later different. But here it is not about the act, it is about the amendment. So in 2019, the government of India proposed some amendments to this Forest Act 1927. See, I will go to direct third option. Because third option, there was a controversy that the forest development says is up to 10% of the assessed value of mining products removed from the forest. Yes, this is proposed actually. It is proposed, but later government is removed. That is one. If you go to second option, introduce a new category of production of the forest. If you observe that, first go through options. Only one option is right. Only one option is right. That means one option is wrong, two options are right. Clear? Right. So introduced a new category of production of forest. Next, shift in focus from transport of forest produce and the tax into the conservation, enrichment and sustainable management. Yes. Earlier they focused on Forest Act about the imposition of taxes, collection of money from tribal people. But now the focus shifted to the conservation of forest, the production of the forest. Obviously the first is the right one. And second one is also right one. So which is the wrong one? The third one. The answer will be A. Next, polity. Very interesting. So come to the polity. Which of the following statement is not? So first you have to identify not. True with regard to the Constituent Assembly. So as everybody knows that the Constituent Assembly which prepares our Indian Constitution from 1946 December 9 to and 1950 January 26, everybody knows that this Constituent Assembly prepared a constitution. Option number, the Constituent Assembly was the first parliament of independent India. He is asking about not, that means you have to identify the false statement.
The Constituent Assembly was the first parliament independent of India? Yes. How it is, sir? See, in 1947, August 15th, they given independence. Okay. But when we got independence, but how to rule the country? Do you have any mechanism? Definitely no. So at that point of time, we don't have any constitution. And without constitution, you are not going to rule the country. Then there is no parliament also. How can you expect a parliament? First, there should be a constitution. Based on constitution, there is election commission. Based on election commission, you have to conduct the elections. If you are expecting all these things, you need a parliament. But if you are expecting a parliament, you need a Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. If you are expecting a Lok Sabha, there should be MP. If you are expecting all these things, there is a constitution. So by that time, there is no constitution. So this Constituent Assembly, which prepared constitution, passed laws like a parliament. The answer is right. Okay. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first regular president of Constituent Assembly. Yes. So 1946, December 11th, the Constituent Assembly elected Babu Rajendra Prasad as the president of Constituent Assembly. Right. The Constituent Assembly appointed 10 committees to frame constitution. These are wrong statement because not the 10 committees, 22 committees were appointed. This is a wrong one. Dr. B. Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committee of the constitution. Yes, out of 22 committees, the drafting committee is very, very important, which prepared the constitution, headed by Dr. B. Ambedkar, which appointed in 1947 August. So the question is asked about not. The third one is the wrong. So the right option is C. Unless until you know about the Constituent Assembly, you are not going to give the answer. So this is a Constituent Assembly. Next, which of the following is the correct chronological order? In this question, the states were given, okay, and you have to put in order in the establishment year. So very simple. Instead of going through options, first in a simple way, write the years of establishment. For example, Sikkim. I'll write the states here. So okay, Nagaland, and next to Haryana, and next to Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. So Nagaland state, which was created in 1963, and Haryana was established in 1966, and Sikkim was incorporated in India in 1975, and Arunachal Pradesh 1987 along with Goa. So instead of looking into questions and answers, first write like this. So now you got the card. First Nagaland, Haryana, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. So Nagaland, Haryana, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. The answer is B. Simple. So right. Right to principles of state policy direct the state to secure. As note that in our Indian constitution there is a part 3. Part 2 for everybody knows that. That is fundamental rights is there. Right to principles state policies is there. So right to principles state policy which give directions to the Indian government. There are many principles are there in the DPSP. So the question is direct to principles of state policy direct the state. That means which of the following is mentioned in the DPSP. Okay. So minimum wages, fair wages, living wages, standard wages. Actually, there is no guess here. Unless until you know all the direct to principles state policy articles, if you read thoroughly, then only you come to know the answer. But recently, there are some news about the labor laws, about the minimum wages, about the living wages. So based on that, the question was asked. I am telling to the future aspirants, very, very important one. Most of the questions in C, electrical or CA, whatever may be, most of the questions, whether polity or geography or economy, all our questions are based on current affairs only. So current affairs based history, current affairs based economy, current affairs based geography. This is also current affairs based polity question. So the answer is actually living wage. Actually, what is living wage, sir? Living wage, the amount which is enough to live. Suppose I am working for 8 hours. So if I get the 500 rupees, that is enough for me. That is called living wage. Minimum, everybody knows that minimum. And what is the fair wage? Fair wage, which is above minimum wage, which is below the standard wage. Actually, this is mentioned in Article 43. Article 43 of Direct to Principle State Policy, this is mentioned. So please look at this article. Only look at this article, don't try to read. You don't have the time, I don't have the time. So here, only one thing I want to mention, living wage. The president should act. So everyone knows that for India we have two persons, president and prime minister. How president of India will work, based on what? Who will give the guidance to him? According to the advice of prime minister. Yes or no? According to the resolution passed by members of Lok Sabha. Yes or no? According to the advice given by the council of ministers. Yes. According to the suggestion given by speaker. No. So the answer is very simple. So the president of India will act on the advice given by council of ministers headed by prime minister. Do you want proof? Just go through the constitution. Article 74. Article 74 says that there shall be council of ministers with the Prime Minister at the head to aid advice to the President. So Article 74 clearly says that the council of ministers headed by Prime Minister will give the advice to President. See, even the President is head of the country, he is not going to work on his own. He has to depending on somebody else. That somebody is Prime Minister and council of ministers. And economy, yeah. So come to economy, this question is very, very important recently in the news. Since many months, Reserve Bank of India is increasing repo rate. I told you most of the questions are based on current affairs. The question is very simple, assertion. The higher repo rate leads to lesser credit flow in the system, okay? The funds are morely costly for banks, hence lighter will be rate the banks passed on to the customer. Let me explain. So, first of all, simple. So, what is the repo rate? So, repo rate is the rate at which Reserve Bank of India provide loans to banks. So, when our bank is borrowing money, it has to pay the interest rate, and that interest rate is called repo rate. Whenever RBI increase the repo rate, that means banks are going to pay the higher rate of interest. When the banks are going to pay the higher rate of interest, the money flow with banks decrease. The money with banks decrease. When the banks are paying higher rate of interest to Reserve Bank of India, obviously they are going to put on higher interest rate on customers also. So customers are also going to pay the higher rate of interest to banks. When the customers are paying higher rate of interest to banks, obviously what happen? People will borrow the less money. When the people are borrowing less money, money flow in the market decrease. When the banks are borrowing less money from RBI, the money flow in the market decrease. Simple. When the repo rate is increased, the money flow in the market is decreased. Come back to question. The higher repo rate leads to lesser credit flow in the market. Yes, right. The funds are more costly for banks, hence higher will be rate the banks pass to the customers. Both are right, obviously. So the R is explanation to A. R is explanation to A, obviously B. Next, which of these true with regard NIXI? NIXI is nothing but National Internet Exchange of India. You know about international service providers, right? They are facing many problems. So because they have to depend on USA, other countries for data management, everything. So for that purpose, in order to manage the internet traffic, I am talking about internet traffic, not between you and me, not about this utilization. It is the internet traffic between service providers, internet service providers, right? So NIXI refers to National Internet Exchange of India, which is common meeting point of the internet service providers in India, right? So the main purpose of NIXI to facilitate the exchange of domestic internet traffic between the pairing internet service providers, yes. It was established in 2008, no, I don't agree with, because it was established in 2003, clear? So the third one is wrong. When the third one is wrong, obviously B is wrong, D is wrong, C is wrong, obviously A is right. If you directly go through third option, if it is wrong, and you know it waste the time, definitely you can go to A. And history is a very big mystery. And of course it is a mystery. See, until unless you know about the Karnataka history, you are not going to give the answer. That's why I'm telling to the students, the future people who are going to write this exam, focus on history, Karnataka history. If you look at these battles, right? So the Battle of Soratur, the Battle of Takkolam, the Battle of Raksastangadi, the Battle of Koppam, all these battles are related to surroundings of Karnataka only. Is it clear? So the very simple, the Battle of Soratul, 1190 AD, the Battle of Takkolam, 949 AD, the Battle of Raksastangadi, 1565 AD, the Battle of Koppam, 1050 AD. See, this is a very direct question. There is no purpose of guess here. Is it clear? Here I want to tell you one question. The Battle of Raksastangadi happened between Vijayanagara Empire and Bahmani Sultanate, which led to the downfall of Vijayanagara Empire. I want to tell you one more battle, the Battle of Takkolam and the Rashtrakutas, you know. Okay, the answer is 4321, that is C. The first non-aligned movement conference was held at, of course this is very general knowledge kind of question. Everybody knows that Cold War. So Cold War, that not means that two people are fighting in the cold area, no. Cold War is nothing but happened between USA as well as that Russia. After World War II, the Cold War happened, right? So some countries with USA, some countries with Russia. Then what about India, the newly born countries like India? Whether we need to go to Russia, whether we need to go with USA. So they want to remain independent. They don't want align with USA, they don't want align with Russia. So this is called non-aligned movement. They are not going to align with anybody. And here the most important person or first and Honorable the Prime Minister of India, Nehruji, he is one person and who was behind this non-alignment movement. Sir, you explained everything, but you are not giving answer. I'm come to that. The answer is Belgrade. Okay. Next one, this is the last question of our history session and a very, very difficult question. Okay. Assertion, later Chalukyan style of architecture influenced the Hoysala style of architecture. Good. And the salient feature like Garbhagriha without Pradakshina Patha, entrance to the temple from sideways and star-shaped base were continued. Of course, you have failed to understand the question, but if you know the temple structure, you can understand. Very simple. When you talk about the temple is nothing but the base. This is the base. Am I right? And when we have a base, obviously there is a Garbhagriha. And before the Garbhagriha, we have a Mantapa, right? The entrance to the temple may be straight, may be left, may be right. Is it clear? The question is about two style of architecture. The style, later style of architecture, Hoysala style of architecture. Later style of architecture, nothing but Western style of architecture. Is it clear? Okay. Actually, this is nothing but the Western style of architecture or later Chalukya architecture, which is followed by same Hoysala also. Yes, Hoysala. And the answer is actually A is right. Because whatever the later in Chalukya style of architecture is there, later influenced Hoysala. But the second question is talking about whether they followed everything or not. See, the salient features like Garbhagriha without Pradakshina Patha. See, if you ask about temple, this is Garbhagriha and we go for round, right? One round, second round, some people will go for 108 round also. You will go to 108 ambulance also. Okay, right. So the answer is very simple. Entrance to the temple from sideways and short-shaped base were continued. Let us go to this temple. This is nothing but Western Chalukya temple. If you observe that, this is a star-shaped base, right? And this is called Mantapa. This is called Mantapa. This is called Garbhagriha. So obviously, this left side way is there, right side way is there, main entrance is there. This is come to Hoysalaswara temple. So there is no left side way, there is no right side way, there is no such kind of Mantapa. Only one entrance is there. Only one entrance is there. But star-shaped base is there. That means the later style of architecture continued by Hoysala, but not the same. Actually, this statement is wrong. Because entrance to the temple from sideways. So can you see entrance to the temple from sideways, left, right? No. The second statement is wrong. A is true or is false. Dear students, so these are the questions from General Studies. I hope you understand well and we don't want to meet again because you should get the job this time. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. Now we will see the questions from strength of material. Myself, Hazrat Wali Sheikh. Now coming to the first question. A simply supported beam loaded with different loads. They given the loading diagram and the corresponding bending moment diagram they have given. They asked us to match the following guys. They given bending moment diagram and loading diagram guys. If we can go by elimination method, just by seeing the question we can able to answer guys. That is what, if you see the fourth one sir, there is a point couple is there. Whenever there is a point couple, there must be a vertical step in the bending moment diagram. Vertical step means guys, wherever point couple, this is the place point couple is there, there must be vertical step. Vertical step means directly I can say, fourth one is matching with one. See, which option guys, fourth one is matching with one, it is coming directly option B. Are you getting an answer? Remaining also pretty simple, guys. This will be point load is there. This is the linear variation will be there. You please go through accordingly, my dear students. The answer is option B. Now, coming to next question. This is the only question, little logical question, but very easy to answer. A rigid bar is suspended horizontally by 3 wires. This is the keyword, guys. Of same material. Look at here. Of same material. Which means that Young's modulus will be same. The outer 2 wires are equidistant from the center wire. Very good. The area and the lengths they have given, guys. Length is given, area is given. While that of other extra 2 wires having the area and the length, then is asking, guys, what is the force in central and each of the outer wires will be equal to how much? Look at here, guys. Now, this is the diagram you have to understand, sir. How exactly the structure it is. This is the rigid bar. And central one is having area, how much, sir? Central one is having area 3A, length is L. This is area 3A, length is L. And side one is having length equal to 2L, area equal to how much, guys? 2A. Then entire load how much is acting, sir? 50 kilonewtons is acting. Is asking what is the load acting in the central one and side one, my dear students. Look at here. Now, because of the 50 newtons, I am assuming that this is the load carried by this one. These are the load carried by the side wires. Both will be having same, my dear students. Now, what are the first equation? Equilibrium equations. Upward force must be equal to downward force. Upward force equal to downward force. Tell me what the upward force is, guys. P1 plus 2P2. P1 plus 2P2 must be equal to how much, guys? 50 kilonewtons. Equation 1. I need one more equation to get the solution, guys. Here, what is the equation? It must be compatible equation. What is a compatible equation, guys? My deflection must be same. This deflection must be same. Which means that I can directly write P1 L1 by A1 E1 must be equal to P2 L2 by A2 E2. Here, E1, E2 will be striked off. Why? Because both are made with the same material. Next, P1. L1 means what, guys? L. By A1, how much, sir? 3A must be equal to P2. L2, how much, guys? 2L. By A2, how much, guys? 2A. So, 2 getting cancelled, A getting cancelled, LL getting cancelled. We're getting P1 equal to how much, guys? 3P2. We got P1 equal to 3P2. Substitute, guys, I will get 5P2 must be equal to 50 kilonewton. Then P2 equal to 10 kilonewton, guys. When P2 equal 10 kilonewton, P1 must be equal how much, guys? 30 kilonewton. Answer is 10 comma 30 or 30 comma 10. Look at here carefully. 30 comma 10. Directly option B is the correct answer, guys. Next one, the maximum bending stress induced in a steel wire of has given the modulus of elasticity and the diameter is given as 1 mm, guys. When wound on a drum of diameter 1 meter is approximately is equal to, which means that, guys, there is a drum is there. There is a drum and there is a wire which is wound around this one. Then when I wound around the drum, definitely stress will be developed. The question is how much is the stress equal to how much? How can I find out, sir? If I know bending moment, I can find out very easy, guys. If I know bending moment, I can find out very easily. So here direct formula is there. E by R equal to M by I equal to sigma B by Y. As M is I don't know. Sigma B equal to how much, guys? Direct formula. E into Y by R. That's it. E equal to how much, guys? 200 gigapascals or 200 kilo into megapascal as given, guys. It must be 200 into 10 cube Y equal to how much, guys? Distance from neutral axis to the outer surface. How much, sir? Diameter is given as 1 mm, means it must be how much, sir? 0.5 mm. Substitute, guys. 0.5 mm by R. R equal to how much, guys? This radius, guys. Radius equal to 500 plus 0.5. 0.5 mm. I can make it, guys, directly approximately equal to 500 itself, guys. 500. I can strike off these two. The net answer is 200 megapascal. The direct question, guys. This was a question they given GATE twice and ESC also they given twice, guys. Same question. Now, coming to next question, guys. A simply supported beam is loaded with a uniformly distributed beam as shown in the figure. Then he's asking state of stress at P and at Q. If you are our students, guys, it's exact same question I have solved in the videos, my dear students. Exact means exact same question, guys. You can answer very easily, sir. Here, tell me, sir, at Q, this beam is bending like this. As the beam is bending like this, the Q surfaces are under tension. So Q must be under tension. P is having a zero normal stress, guys. Q must be tension means, guys, no other answer except A. Are you getting an answer? About P points are, this is how the stress is distributed, guys. Shear stress distribution. This is the normal stress distribution, guys. At neutral axis, only shear stress will be present. This is the place point P is present. At point Q, only, guys, normal stress is present. So Q is the correct answer, guys. The correct answer is option A. Okay, guys, with this, all the solutions are over, guys. I hope you understand, guys. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, dear students, next question is the footing for two columns, one carrying 800 kilonewton, 800 kilonewton and other 1200 kilonewton are spaced at 3 meters center to center. SBC of soil is 200 kilonewton per meter square. The width of the footing is restricted to 2 meters due to site condition. The suggested type of footing is, my dear, first of all you need to find out area of the footing required for the column load 1. Area of footing required, A1 equals to W1 upon SBC of soil. W1 is 800 upon 200. You'll get area will be 4 meters square. Clearly mentioned that width is restricted to 2 meters. It means you will get it is 2 meter by 2 meter size. Next one is another column load is given that W2 that is 1200 upon SBC of soil will give the area. 1200 upon 200 you will get 6 meters square. My dear, here width is restricted, you take 2 meter by 3 meters. And one point is clearly mentioned that these columns are spaced at 3 meters center to center. Let me give you here. This is one column. This is another column. From center of this column to center of this column, given that 3 meters. It is given that 3 meters. Let us see the plan view of a footing. 2 meter by 2 meter size. Here 2 meter by 2 meter. Generally the columns are provided at the center of the footing. So it is 1 meter. It is 1 meter. It is 1 meter. So it is 2 meter by 2 meters. Footing size is 2 meter by 2 meter. The CG of column and CG of footing coincided. So from this side you take half set 1 meter, this side half set you take 1 meter. For another column load, the footing area we are getting 3 meter by 2 meters. So this side it will be 1.5 meter, this side it will be 1.5 meter. Width of footing is 2 meters only. You see this is 2 meters and this one be the 3 meters. 3 meters means from here to here it is 1.5 meter and here to here it is 1.5 meter. Right? If you observe, these two footings are not overlapping. If these two footings are overlapped, then we can go for combined footing. Here, my dear, isolated footings are sufficient, not required any combined footing. Okay, na? Right. Center of column to center of column 3 meters. Even there is a gap that 0.5 meters. These two are not overlapping. That's why not required combined footing. Okay. Now, among the given options, the correct option is, my dear, isolated foundation is sufficient. Okay. Right.
Wherever may be your present journey, but if you decided for your goal, whatever may be your present position, but if you opted to reach higher altitudes in the life, However may be your present duties, but if you choose to find the joy of working, whatever may be your present circumstances, but if you determine for your success. Yes, you rightly heard it. ACE online platform raises you much more than what you can think. This platform provides pre-recorded and online lectures which you can access around the clock. You can prepare for the various competitive exams like a GATE, ESC, PSUs and other state service exams, mainly in the English, Hindi and Telugu languages. Hope you'll all going to make ACE online platform as a part of your success story. ACE Online. Learn anywhere, anytime.
Hello friends, my name is Nagasrinu. Now we are going to discuss about the surveying question solutions. First question, reception of the typical digital data from satellite and after conversion to vector data, they are compared with the typical spectral signatures of ground objects are identified. This process is called, yes, if you discuss about the concept of remote sensing, the principle of remote sensing is spectral reflectance. Do you remember? Yes. So this spectral reflectance principle, each and every object responds in unique way, right? Each and every object responds in unique way because of its material composition and all factors, right? So here this spectral signature helps us to identify these objects, right? So the option is spectral training. Okay, next question. Which one of the following methods estimates best area of an irregular and curved boundary? Yes. So if you look at the options, it is the direct answer, that is Simpson's method, right? So these are all approximate methods for calculation of area. Out of all these methods, Simpson's method will give you the best result, right? Next question. In photogrammetric surveying, the image of the top of a hill is 90 mm. Image is 90 mm. And the principal point of the photograph, if the elevation of the top of the hill 500 meter and the flying height 5000 meter above the datum. Yes, just quickly we'll draw a simple diagram to understand the concept. So this is the flying height at where aircraft is flying. So this is 5000 meters given. And the image 90 mm and the ground elevation of hill given 500 meter, right? So we have formula to calculate relief displacement small d, right? So that is r into h small h by capital H, right? So r is being the length of the image and small h is ground elevation, capital H is flying height. So the direct simple substitution, answer will comes in mm. So r is 90 mm is multiplied with 500 meter by 5000 meter. So the answer is, so 0.1 into 90 is 9 mm, right? So option B is the correct answer, right? Next question. The observed bearings of a traverse are given below. Yes, line PQ, line QP. So in the similar way, he has given for 4 lines, right? So if you observe here, this is the bearing of line PQ and this is the bearing of line QP, right? Nothing but if PQ line forebearing is this one, then QP will become back bearing for the PQ line, right? So for PQ line, this is the forebearing and this is the back bearing. In the similar way for all the lines. So he is asking us the stations most likely to be affected by the local attraction. So he is asking us to identify the which station got affected by the local attraction, right? Yes, simple procedure. Let us calculate the difference between these forebearing and back bearings, right? Yes. So if you see the difference between these two values, you will exactly get 180 degrees. So if you are getting 180 degrees, it means it is not undergone any influence by the local attraction, right? So nothing but simply it is not affected. So which is not affected? The station P and Q are not affected, right? Yes. So next we'll see second one, 286 degree and 108. Yes. So if you see here, you will get a 178 degree, the difference between these two values. It is not equal to 180 degree. Yes. So the stations are affected. But we know that P and Q are not affected. So if you observe here, QR and RQ. So Q is not affected, then which station is got affected? Yes, it is R. R is affected, right? So now P and Q are not affected, R is affected. So if you see the next values, the stations, line is R, S and SR. We know R is already affected, right? So obviously there will be error in this. So we'll go the next one. So the difference 321 and 141. So if you see this, the difference between these two values is exactly equal to 180, right? So here it means station S and T not affected, right? So if you see all the stations, P and Q not affected, S and T not affected, which is the only station which is got affected by the local attraction? Yes, it is R. Now go to the options. Option A, straight away, only R, right? So this is the correct answer. Next question. The latitude and the departure of a line AB plus 78 meter and minus 45.1 meter. Yes. So let us consider latitude and departures. The given value of latitude is plus 78 and departure minus 45.1, right? So here this is positive latitude, obviously this will become negative latitude. This is positive departure, obviously this will become negative departure, right? Yes. So as per the given values of latitude and departure, positive and negative, positive latitude and negative departure. So positive latitude and negative departure falls under fourth quadrant, right? So it is falling under fourth quadrant, right? So now let us look at the options, right? So we know that whole circle bearing, north is the reference 0 degrees and this will become 90, this is 180, this is 270, right? So the line is falling under fourth quadrant means the whole circle bearing value should be in between 270 and 360, right? So the only option which is satisfying our condition is 330. Option D is the correct answer. Right? Simple analysis. Next question. Spring tides are caused when? Yes. So spring tides are caused when the sun and moon are in line with the earth. Right? So this is the straight away answer. The sun and the moon are in line with the earth. Spring tides are caused. Next question. A 30-meter long steel tape standardized with a pull of 100 Newton was used for measuring a baseline of length 1500 meter. The pull extended while measuring is 150 Newton. The correction for pull, CP. So this question is from tape corrections. Correction for pull, right? We know the formula. First let us list out the given data, right? So a 30-meter long steel tape, standardized pull 100 newtons. Yes, standardized pull is P naught, that is given as 100 Newton. Used for the measuring of a baseline, nothing but measured length, capital L, 1500 meter, and the pull extended at the time of measuring, nothing but pull at the time of measurement, PM, is equal to 150 Newton, right? We know the correction for pull formula. What is that? PM minus P naught into measured length divided by AE. So here A is area of cross section of the tape and E is the Young's modulus of material, right? So if you substitute, PM is 150 minus 100 into 1500 divided by AE. So this will give you 50 into 1500 by AE, right? So 50 into 1500 by AE. Option C is the correct answer, right? These are the questions from surveying subject. Now, next I will invite another faculty to move forward.
My name is Karthikeya Kaushik and I have secured All India Rank 1 in UPSC Engineering Services Examination 2021 from Civil Engineering discipline. For prelims preparation, I took online test series from ACE online platform and used to regularly solve their subject-wise test and full-length test. Then for mains preparation, I solved question banks which were given to me as a part of mains postal program from ACE Online. And then last but not the least, for interview preparation, I followed the interview guidance material which was given to me as a part of ACE Online's interview guidance program. Thank you.
I am Nikhil Kumar Saha. I got AIR 1 in Gate Mechanical 2022. I was enrolled in ACE Online Test Series program. So test series, whether it would be subject-wise, topic-wise or full-length test, it helped me to improve my numerical solving skills in all the domain of the subjects that are included in mechanical. It helped me to cope up with the new numerical type of problems which normally students face difficulty in solving in first go. So it helped me to cope up with this type of numericals, and also I got to know through different multiple choice questions, multiple select questions which are now in the Gate Mechanical they have introduced. So I got very good quality questions, so it helped me in preparation a lot.
Okay. So now we're going to discuss about the solutions from the geotechnical engineering, and after this one, open channel flow. So let's see the questions from geotechnical engineering first. So see this question. The coefficient of curvature for a well-graded sand must be. You know that for a coarse grained soil, whether it is gravel or sand, to make it as well-graded or poorly graded, that defines the parameter by means of coefficient of curvature and coefficient of uniformity. So as here the question is based on the coefficient of curvature, for gravel or sand to be said as well graded, the range must be in between 1, 2, 3 and it must include 1 and 3 also. So from the given options, it is greater than 5, no, between 1 and 3. So directly the answer is option B. Let's see the next question. The critical gradient of the sand deposit of specific gravity 2.65 and void ratio is 0.5. Again, this is a straightforward question. So in order to check the safety of a soil mass against the piping, you need to find out the critical hydraulic gradient. How to find out the critical hydraulic gradient? IC is equals to G minus 1 by 1 plus E. What is G value? So from the given data, the G value is 2.65 minus 1 by 1 plus the void ratio is given as 0.5. So 0.5. Now here 2.65 minus 1, 1.65 by 1.5. That's it. You don't need to calculate the whole answer. You know that 1.65 by 1.5, definitely it is more than 1. So this is more than 1. Let's check the options. See the option. This is 2.43 which is very far away. So eliminate this option. And 7.3 eliminate. Now the two answers left over are 1.1 and 1. So you see from the solution it's no more 1. So the correct answer is going to be 1.1. Instead of solving, you can eliminate the options directly. So that's about this question. And you know, the IC value range is between 0.9 to 1.1. So from this, again it's proved that the value is going to be 1.1. See this question, this is a direct question again. The relation between the effective stress, sigma dash, total stress, sigma, and neutral stress. This neutral stress is also known as a hydrostatic pressure, or generally we call it as pore water pressure. So what is that relation? We know that effective stress is equals to total stress minus pore water pressure. From the options, so effective stress is equals to total stress plus, so option A, eliminate. Now option B, effective stress is equals to total stress minus neutral stress. So the correct answer is option B. Let's see the next question. So this is the one numerical question that came from the foundations, and that too pile foundations. A single pile of length is given as a 6 meters, square in cross section. So in general, the pile we used to consider as a circular pile, but in this question it is clearly mentioned it as a square cross section. So when I say square, then I will consider this one as side, which is nothing but A, 0.5 meters. Is proposed in the cohesive soil mass with unconfined compressive strength of 40 kilonewton per meter square. And the unit weight is given as 16. So what asking is the ultimate load carrying capacity of the pile. See, most of the state service questions, when they ask the ultimate load capacity, they will be asking based on the clay soil. And these things we have been discussed in the classes also, whether it is offline or recorded. So now let's see the ultimate load carrying capacity. The ultimate load carrying capacity is nothing but point bearing resistance plus skin frictional resistance. And if it is a clay soil mass, the QU is equals to, the point bearing resistance is CNC into area at the base plus skin frictional resistance alpha into C bar into AS, where AB is nothing but area of the pile at the base and AS is nothing but the surface area. As it is a square cross section, so QU is equals to CNC into square. What is the area of the square? A square plus alpha into C bar into AS. Surface area is nothing but perimeter into length. So perimeter of a square 4A into L. Now from the given data, if you observe, the cohesion is not given directly. It mentioned in terms of the unconfined compressive strength. In shear strength chapter, you will came across unconfined compressive strength test. There, the unconfined compressive strength is equals to 2 times of the undrained shear strength, which is nothing but Cu. So the unconfined compressive strength is equals to 2 times of Cu. So then Cu is equals to 40 by 2, which is equals to 20 kilopascals. And as the given soil is homogeneous soil, whether the cohesion at the pile tip and average cohesion, both values are going to be same. And one more thing, in this question, they haven't mentioned anything regarding to the adhesion factor. So assume adhesion factor as unity, which is nothing but 1. Now substitute all the values. So Qu is equals to C value and C dash value both are 20. 20 into that NC value that is fixed for the clay as a 9 into 0.5 square plus alpha as 1 into again C bar as 20 into 4 into 0.5 into what is the length that is given as 6 meters. So if you solve here, that's 0.5 square. So 20 into 9 into 0.5 square, that comes as a 45 because 0.5 square is going to be 0.25. 20 into 0.25, 4 into 9, 9 fours, 45, 9 fives, 45. So 45 plus again this will becomes as 240. The correct answer is going to be 285 kilonewtons. So as I asked ultimate load, you can go with the 285. If they would have asked a safe load, then you would have divided with the factor of safety. From the given options, the correct answer is 285. Now, let's see the next question. So a vertical excavation is proposed in a cohesive soil. Again, it is mentioned as a cohesive soil. So with a cohesion of 40 and unit weight of 20, the depth up to which the tension crack appears. So what is the depth up to which a tension crack appears is nothing but ZC, where ZC is equals to 2C by gamma root Ka. As it is mentioned, cohesive soil, phi value is equals to 0 degrees. When phi value equals to 0 degrees, then the Ka is equals to 1. Now substitute over here. So 2 into C value 40 by gamma value 20 into root 1. So 2 by 20, 10, 40 by 10, which is equals to 4 meters. The correct answer here is 4 meters. Option A as 4 meters. Now let's see the next question. A structural load is idealized as a 100 kilonewton point load at ground level. So the load is given as 100 kilonewtons at the ground level. The vertical stress at 2 meters exactly below the load. Exactly below the load means, so now at this depth 2 meters, what is the stress? Exactly below the load means the radial distance equals to 0. When radial distance equals to 0, and one more thing, they did not mention which theory to be used. They just mentioned the point load. And there are 2 theories for the point loads. One is Bosni's theory and Westergaard's theory. And if nothing is mentioned, then you have to check the R by Z ratio. When R by Z ratio is less than 1.5, then you can use it as a Bosnisk. In most of the cases, we use Bosnisk only. So even if you check R by Z, what is R value? 0. 0 by anything, 0, which is less than 1.5. So from Bosnisk equation, so sigma Z is equals to 3 by 2 pi into Q by Z square. This 3 by 2 pi, we can also say it as 0.4778 into Q is given as 100 by 2 square. So this will be right, 47.78 by 4. 47.78, we can assume almost 48. 48 by 4, which is going to be 12, right? The answer is just less than 12. So from the given options, you see here, just less than 12. 5.97, nowhere. This is very high. This is going to be very high value. Now, the nearest answer is 11.94, which is just less than 12. So the answer is 11.98 kilo Newton per meter square. So this is about the question. Now see this question. There is a last question from the geotechnical engineering. An infinite slope of 30 degrees to horizontal. So they have given the slope angle 30 degrees. and is proposed in a granular soil. The meaning of the granular soil is a cohesionless soil mass. So which is C equals to 0. Having the angle of internal friction as 36 degrees. The expected factor of safety against a slope. You know that for cohesionless soils, the factor of safety equals to tan phi by tan I. The phi value is given as 36 degrees. Tan 36 degrees by tan 30 degrees. Again, don't calculate. The 36 degrees value is slightly more than the 30 degrees value, right? So answer should be just more than 1. Now see the options. This is less than 1. And as I did just more than 1, but this is almost 1.5 times more. So not correct. And D, option D, 0.9. Again, it is less than 1. The only answer which is just more than 1 and near is this value, 1.2. Whether you have calculator or not, you can pick out the answer, 1.2. The correct answer is option C. So these are the questions from the geotechnical engineering. Let's see the questions from the open channel flow also. So now see this question. The area of most efficient trapezoidal channel section considering Y as the depth of the flow. The most efficient trapezoidal section is nothing but half of a regular hexagon. So when do you say most efficient is? Half of regular hexagon. So if you take half of regular hexagon, the hexagon has 6 sides, all sides are equal. It can be divided into 6 equilateral triangles, whereas half of hexagon can be divided into 3 equilateral triangles. So here the area is nothing but 3 times of area of equilateral triangle. If you solve it, then you will be ending the answer as directly area is equals to root 3 y square. So the correct answer from the given options is option C, root 3 y square. Now this is the last question, and this is the numerical question that came from the open channel flow. If you ask me, it's better you skip this question, because this type of questions are given to you to waste your time. Though you know the concept, do not try to attempt. And even if you try to attempt, skip out the question as soon as possible. Why? Now, a hydraulic jump occurs downstream from a 15 meters wide. So the channel was given as 15 meters wide, okay, and sluice gate. The depth is 1.5 meter and the velocity is 20 meters per second. Here itself you can see the velocity is 20 meters per second. It is a very high flow, which means that's a supercritical flow. Now, the power dissipated by the jump. You know that hydraulic jump we created to dissipate the energy. When you dissipate the energy, obviously we can dissipate the power also. So that power loss is obviously dependent on the energy loss that we can find out as delta P is equals to rho G into Q into energy loss. For that first you need to find out the energy loss. But I cannot find out the energy loss directly until or unless I know what is the depth before the jump and depth after the jump. So now from the given details, if this is a jump that happens, this pre-jump depth y1 and there is a post-jump depth y2. So what I have details is only y1 and corresponding velocity. So whatever the velocity prior to the jump, there is nothing but supercritical flow. Its velocity v1 is 20 meters per second. And y1 is mentioned as 1.5 meter. So first thing first, if you want to find out the power, you need to find out the energy loss. And in order to find out the energy loss, first we need to find out the post-jump depth. And it's not that simple, my dear. So you need to apply the concept of the specific force prior to the jump and after the jump, the specific forces are seen. If you equate the specific forces and for the rectangular channel, you see the question, nowhere it mentioned as a rectangle, but even if they don't mention, you have to assume it as a rectangular channel because they have given the width and they have given the depth. So now, by applying the specific force concept to the rectangular channel, we will end up the relation between the depths pre and post jump. We can also call those depths as sequent depths or conjugate depths. Now the ratio y2 by y1 is equals to minus 1 plus square root of 1 plus 8 fr1 square by 2, or I can use one more relation, q square by g is equals to y1 y2 into y1 plus y2 by 2. So you have to use any one of those relations, but in both the relations again you need to find some more things. If I want to use this relation, first relation, this is known as the Belonger's ratio, you need to find out the Froude's number. Again for the Froude's number you have to use v1 y1. What I'll do is I go with the second one. So the skew is nothing but discharge per unit width. What is discharge per unit width, sir? So velocity into depth. I know the initial velocity and I know the initial depth of the flow. 20 into 1.5, that gives us 30 meters square per second. Now substitute over there please. So 30 square by, let's take the g value as a 10 for easy calculation, though it is not easy. y1 it is mentioned as 1.5 into y2 into 1.5 plus y2 by 2. Again 30 square, 900 by 10, and you bring the 2 to the other side and you bring 1.5 to the other side. Everything you will be seeing as 120. This entire value is going to be 120. Again you send 1.5 y2 plus y2 square. That comes as a quadratic equation. And at the end, if you solve all these things, you will be end up the answer of y2 as 10.25 meters. Is it the end? No. Further, you have to find out the energy loss. How to find out the energy loss? Delta E is equals to y2 minus y1 whole cube by 4 times of y1 y2. Once you know the y2, now you can find out the energy loss. Delta E is equals to 10.25 minus 1.5 whole cube by 4 times of 10.25 into 1.5. If you solve, the answer is going to be 10.84 meters. And finally, we have to substitute to determine the power loss. So delta P is equals to density. And as everything they are asking in terms of the watts, so we have to convert that in terms of the density, 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 into G value, 9.81 into, again discharge is there. So we need to find out the discharge also. Discharge is nothing but area into velocity. The width is given as 15 meters. 15 into depth 1.5 into 20. So this comes as a 450 meter cube per second. 450. So now substitute that 450 into finally the energy loss 10.84. If you solve all those things, you will be getting the answer in terms of watts, but they are asking in terms of megawatt. So if you solve it, you will be getting around 48.8 megawatt. And the nearest answer is 49.1 megawatt. See, the concept is not difficult. The concept is crystal clear, but the number of steps involved into getting the final answer is more. So for the examination that you are going to spend, you don't need to solve this much question. You just skip. If you have solved, well and good. If you haven't solved, don't worry. You have utilized this time for at least 2 or 3 questions later. So that's all with the geotechnical engineering and open channel flow questions. So next subject will be taken by one of our eminent faculty.
I am Nikhil Kumar Saha. I got AIR 1 in Gate Mechanical 2022. I was enrolled in ACE online test series program. So test series, whether it would be subject wise, topic wise or full length test, it helped me to improve my numerical solving skills in all the domain of the subjects that are included in mechanical. It helped me to cope up with the new numerical type of problems which normally students face difficulty in solving in first go. So it helped me to cope up with this type of numericals, and also I got to know through different multiple choice questions, multiple select questions which are now in the Gate Mechanical they have introduced. So I got very good quality questions. So it helped me in preparation a lot.
My name is Karthikeya Kaushik and I have secured All India Rank 1 in UPSC Engineering Services Examination 2021 from Civil Engineering discipline. For prelims preparation, I took online test series from ACE online platform and used to regularly solve their subject-wise test and full-length test. Then for mains preparation, I solved question banks which were given to me as a part of mains postal program from ACE online. And then last but not the least, for interview preparation, I followed the interview guidance material which was given to me as a part of ACE Online's interview guidance program. Thank you.
Hello friends. Now let us discuss about transportation engineering questions. The first question is, the lag distance is the distance travelled by the road vehicle during perception time, volition time, emotion time and total reaction time. Yes. So this time from transportation engineering, all direct answer theory questions given, right? So let us see. Lag distance is the distance travelled by the road vehicle during total reaction time, right? Yes. So direct answer, it is option D. Total reaction time. Next question. The elastic property of bitumen is determined by, yes, everyone knows this, it is ductility test. So whenever elastic property of bitumen, ductility test is used, right? Next one. Which of the following is considered to the highest quality construction in the group of blacktop pavements? Yes. So sheet asphalt, right? So this sheet asphalt is the highest quality material which is used as the finishing of the bitumen roads, right? Yes. So option B is the correct answer. So let us look at the last question. Group index method of design of flexible pavement is, yes. So group index method, it is an empirical formula, right? It is an empirical formula based on index properties. What are index properties? Nothing but a physical properties of subgrade of soil. So an empirical formula which is based on physical properties of subgrade soil, option B is the correct answer, right? So with this, transportation engineering questions are completed. I hope you have all answered all the questions, and I invite next faculty to continue the session.
My name is Gaurav Kumar. I have secured All India Rank 1 in GATE 22 in electrical engineering. I was enrolled in ACE Academy offline coaching. The ACE Academy really helped me develop a strong basic required for GATE exam. I was also enrolled in ACE Academy online test series. The questions in ACE Academy online test series were very good and helped me develop a strong temperament required for the exam. My tips for the future aspirants who are preparing for GATE exam will be that you should have a very clear plan and strategy, like how you have to approach the exam. And also believe in yourself and do hard work, because if you have a very good plan and clear strategy and if you will work hard, you will definitely achieve your goal. Thank you.
Hello my dear students, let's deal with environmental engineering questions. Okay, see, this is the question. Identify the equation to determine the mean velocity gradient used in the design of flocculation process. See, this is the most important formula in flocculation. You can easily identify the formula, right? What is that? Mean velocity gradient is equal to under root P by V mu. Option D is correct, right? Option D is correct answer. Here G is mean velocity gradient per second. P is what? Power in watts, right? Power in watts. What is mu? Dynamic viscosity. What is V? Tank size, right? The volume of flocculation tank. This is in meter cube. This is what? Volume in meter cube. This is what? Dynamic viscosity, right? Dynamic viscosity. This is in Newton second per meter square or Pascal second, right? Newton per meter square is Pascal, Pascal second. That is what velocity gradient is this. You can easily identify among the options. See, this is also there, but under root P by V mu is correct. Okay, next question. Identify the major pollutant contribution from tannery industries wastewater from the following, right? What is that? Tannery industrial which produces wastewater, right? In that wastewater, what is the major pollutant present? See, tannery is the process is where the animal skin is processed to make leather, right? Where the animal skin is processed to make leather. That is what tannery industry. We use chromium tanning or chrome tanning most widely used, right? With this, we can conclude chromium is major pollutant which is present in the wastewater produced from tannery industries. That is what? Chromium. Why chromium? We use chrome tanning or chromium tanning is the most widely used method of tanning. That's why chromium is present. Okay. The next question. In water supply system, the internal pressure causes hoop tensions in the pipe shell and its magnitude is determined by which of the following equations? See, usually we design water supply pipes, right? These water supply pipes are thin cylindrical cells, right? For a thin cylindrical cells, what is the formula for hoop tension? Nothing but hoop stress. Hoop stress is the most appropriate word, but it is used hoop tension, right? Hoop tension. What is the magnitude is determined by the which of the following equations? What is that hoop stress? PD by 2T, right? This is the option. Here P is the internal fluid pressure, D is the diameter of the water supply main, T is the thickness. This is what answer is. Okay, next. Look at this question. As per Bureau of Indian Standards, BIS, the code mentioned here is this, IS 2296-1982. The water classified under category D is for, see, the code mentioned here is BIS code IS 2296-1982. As per that code, the inland waters, nothing but surface waters are classified into 5 major classes. From class A to class E, class A, class B, class C, class D and class E, right? He is asking you the water classified under category D is for what, right? That is what? Fish culture and wildlife propagation. Class D is for that as per that code. See, this outdoor bathing is for class B. Class B, that is what? Category B. Drinking water sources with conventional treatment followed by disinfection. This is class C as per that code only. Okay. Then this is however our answer class D is asked, category D. This is irrigation and industrial cooling. This is class E, right? As per that code, surface waters are classified into 5 major classes, right? Out of which this, what is class A? That is drinking water sources without conventional treatment but before disinfection. We need disinfection, right? Without conventional treatment, but disinfection. Based on the all classes of surface water sources, we have tolerance limits for various water quality parameters, right? Based on the classes, we have different tolerance limits for various water quality parameters. Here the option is A for category D, right? Okay. The next question. See, composting of municipal solid waste is. See, we all know about composting. See, composting is the natural process of decomposition of organic matter, right? See, we have food waste, right? Vegetable waste, yard trimmings, those things are biodegradable in nature, right? Those organic matter are biodegradable in nature. Those waste we can take composting process to make them biofertilizers. Those can enrich the soil's fertility, right? That is what composting. Composting of MSW, municipal solid waste, is biological process, right? Out of which option A is correct. It is the natural process of decomposition of organic matter. That is what biological only, right? Adsorption, ion exchange is the water treatment process, physiochemical process. That is not correct. Biological process is correct. Okay, next. In rapid sand filters, sand beds are. See, there is an ambiguity in this question. He is asking you, in the rapid sand filters, sand beds are. Out of the options, the most appropriate option would be unstratified, right? Okay. The next question. See, the formation of smog in the atmosphere is due to the presence of. See, usually you know fog, right? Whenever there is a foggy environment outside, we can't see, it obstructs the vision, right? Whenever the fog is there, and also at the same time, the smoke coming out from the vehicular exhaust, right? Automobile exhaust, smoke is coming, or any industrial chimneys, when smoke is coming out of the atmosphere, when both the things are present at the same time in the atmosphere, this smoke and fog combines, we call it as smog, right? Out of the options given, what is that? Combination of both smoke and fog, right? The formation of smog in the atmosphere is due to the presence of combination of both smoke and fog. We call it as smog. This is what? Secondary pollutant. Okay, the next question. See, this is the last question in environmental engineering. Identify the National Board of Fire underwriter's formula for the estimation of the fire demand for the firefighting purpose in urban areas from the following. See, you can easily pick. These are the standard fire demand formulas we usually study in our environmental engineering. What is that fire demand formula? According to the National Board of Fire underwriters formula, C is correct, right? What is fire demand? The quantity of water required to extinguish the fire, right? That is what fire demand. This is Q is nothing but quantity of water, fire demand, which is in liter per minute. Q is in liter per minute, and P is in thousands, right? This is what? Population. Population is in thousands. This P in thousands. If you substitute the population in thousands, you will get fire demand in liter per minute, right? See, these are also the formulas, well-known formulas to you. This is what? Kuchling formula. This is what? Buston formula. This is Freeman formula, but option given here is like this, but it is 1136 into P by 5 plus 10 is Freeman's formula, right? But option is given like that. Okay. With this, we completed environmental engineering questions. As per as my analysis, the environmental engineering questions are straightforward, direct formula identification only. Out of 8 questions, we have 3 questions direct formula, and remaining are theory based. One question is according to this BS code. It may feel you, it may be difficult. It's based on the code they asked, right? With this, we have completed your analysis of exam, all questions. I hope you have completed, you have done the questions careful, right? Okay, with this, we end this session. Thank you.